Hey, and welcome to, I think, actually the 10th episode of Final Fantasy Pathfinder. I have a cold
Woo!
tonight.
Yay!
You have my sympathy.
I've been awake half an hour.
Right.
Let's go.
I think everybody has some cold tonight, except for me.
Who
It's
has
like
a hot-
25 outside.
Yeah, but you're Australian. Cold doesn't exist for you. It's an abstract concept.
Well,
Fair enough.
regardless, Final Fantasy is owned by Square Enix, Pathfinder is owned by Paizo, the Final Fantasy the FFD20 gaming system is a free fan thing. Please support the official release or whatever.
Don't sue us.
Don't sue
No
us.
money is being made here by us.
All right.
As much as we'd like some money.
No, that would be
No,
No.
don't tempt fate.
Don't.
That would be amazing.
idea.
Slam.
Not for this.
Boulders fall, stream
Not
dies.
for this.
Square Enix is kicking down my door
No.
as we speak.
Tase him.
Not any money for this, just money in general.
Like the 100,000 gil that Koki got for stealing materia.
Yeah,
That'd be nice for money.
You're not getting any of it.
Well, we already knew that. Yeah. Because then you'd have to admit the theft, so it's like, that will go over with some people.
Where we left off last time, the party had just made their goodbyes with Asmar. They met with the king's advisor. There's a lot of faffing about, talking to people, waiting for stuff. Koke stole everything that wasn't nailed down during a raid scare, and was probably became a wanted aura and on the run from the law. After a little bit of exploring, found their chocobo friend that had been captured, saved Echo. Everyone met back up. Eventually, they ran into Sir Zezin and Prince Yota making a getaway out of the castle, and helped them escape, continuing on their plan to maybe bring the four kingdoms closer together outside of their sort of continual maelstrom of war that they've been under for so long. Where we left off, the party was preparing to head south to Retreat Reef, the hidden hideaway of all the deserters and thieves and people that would rather not be found by the law for one reason or another. They have their little secret town they've got tucked away to the south, and presumably, Prince Roderick of East Haven, is being held there. She, having been stowed there by Dreadnought before their fall, essentially. Airship has been stolen and flown down there. Whether they're going to get the airship or to free the prince or to stop the people, it's where they're going. So,
We're off to a wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be murderous.
To be fair, though, was the airship really stolen? I mean, it was.
Technically, it's more reclaimed at this point.
Yeah.
No, it's stolen. It's mine.
Okay,
And they took
Koke
it.
logic. Koke logic.
I
does not go
stole
into
it
effect
fair
here.
and square. Now, any other taking is also stealing because the international
Hey,
law.
no,
And that's how we're going to
no,
go.
she had the squatters' rights. Like, she was like, okay, this is mine, and no one contested it. She took the inheritance because fucking O'Hara didn't have a will.
Squatters'
It's
right takes
Koke's.
like
And
years
then they
to
stole
kick
it.
in, not like
Well,
12 hours.
Clearly,
Single
somebody
man
You don't
objected.
know. Are you assuming our culture? Are you culturally oppressing?
I am
The
assuming
Aura?
Benga culture
Okay.
because I fucking wrote this kingdom.
Okay.
Okay, good answer there.
I appreciate the support here, Chef, but I can speak for myself. They fucking stole my airship!
Jeez.
And I'm going to have a very nice, disappointed talk with whoever is responsible, and they might not survive it, but you know, these losses are acceptable.
Where did the
I'll
body
get
go?
over it
You don't need to
somehow.
know.
What body?
Exactly.
All I have is a delicious meal.
Foot body.
What happened to you not being a cannibal?
They're not Aura.
They're not outrun.
Yeah, still not accountable.
You should have done that.
That's technically
I'm not
correct.
cooking it for you, that's for damn sure.
That's the best kind of correct.
Yeah,
All right.
Just be glad you're not going to get any prion disease.
If everyone's got
All right.
everything ready for their camping for the Southwoods, remember, you're probably about how many hours? About 12 hours or whatever. You're
Yeah.
around daybreak tomorrow. You're gonna be hit by a storm. As
Really,
And,
really
I-
big.
and I am
Koke's
carrying
nature
your
discerned.
I'm carrying your heavy loaded tent and
Mhm.
Which
my
feels like
greens.
nothing more
You
than like
also-
maybe a piece of
you-
paper.
You have greens as well. Don't complain.
Yes.
You have greens.
I have my food.
You made me buy
no.
greens for you.
Munch, munch, munch.
Yeah. All right. So we're buying chocobos. We're moving.
You guys buying chocobos?
Wait, what?
Wouldn't be a bad idea instead of walking.
Maybe. You save a lot of time, but
Wait, is any place even actually open at this point? Because it was already
oh,
nightfall at
you're
this
kinda,
point.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
you're in the
things aren't
you're into the
closed.
evening here.
I thought we were day skipping time here. Okay.
No, we were gonna leave like at
It's like-
night that we
It's
could
like sundown,
this.
I think.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're nearing sundown. You're in kind of
It's like
a nightfall kind of. You're still colorful sky.
Okay.
Moment. Some place might be open if you guys go knocking, but God, not for long.
you are ready to go home.
I still think we should head out now because we're gonna have to walk the whole way in the storm if we don't.
And that's another
So-
problem. If we don't run into any type of shelter, not only are we going to be boned, if we bring along some chocobos, they could easily like get killed or something. due to the storm.
Yeah, I don't feel like losing money on that investment again.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we're walking.
I hope those other chocobo are still okay, but
Oh.
you're making me sad mentioning chocobo as I'm worried about the other
Yeah,
chocobo.
try not
Hey.
to think about it.
They're
Maybe we
somewhere.
found them. And Ryok's just
You-
like have a pack of chocobos following him.
You and animals, or things you tried to befriend, seem to have the most awful fate. Like first it was well we had Tap, which worked out kind of well until recently. And we had these chocobos, and I'm just harkening back to the bit in Claymore and the Plain of Ashes where I don't even remember what it was. It was a
The troglodyte.
kobold or it was a troglodyte, yeah. And he was being all friendly, and then you disintegrated him accidentally.
Let's
Stop
not
trying to
forget
make
O'Hara.
friends; they just die.
Not forget about O'Hara.
Why do you think I
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
want to
yeah,
be
oh,
friends
yeah.
with Echo?
Well, that's why I can't shoot or shit.
Ugh.
God
Ruined.
damn it.
I'd
Everyone
write
I
up the new
love
character
dies.
sheet now.
I have been eyeing the pen mage.
Ugh.
Just write Echo's name in the death note.
But it's not its actual name. We don't know its actual name. It might be
it's
have a
cool.
a different name in the Chocobo language.
Just write in this fucking
Anyway,
bird.
let's go, people.
Alright. You guys heading out?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alright.
God's have mercy.
And southward they venture. Let me pull that one over to the world. No, come on. That. Over to the world.
Everyone pace yourselves. This is going to be a long trip.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, I can pick up something to snack on along the way.
Possibly.
All I've had to eat today was a tree.
Well, I mean, there's some rocks over there.
Pick splinter out of teeth, like
A whole tree.
a whole tree.
You know, you never even told
That
us
must
why
have
you're out
been-
there in those woods.
Yeah, no, nobody knows.
I was looking for inspiration for this new game that I'm gonna invent.
God damn it.
Yeah,
I
I
must
was
have had
talking. I was talking to a
must have had a-
friend, and we've kind of got this thing going on. What you do is you take one of the. And I'm just gonna explain Dungeons and Dragons. Yes,
Mhm.
we were.
It's a 20-sided die, and you add like numbers to it to discern whether you complete or succeed. And
You must have had a field day trying to chew with all that sap in your mouth.
Alright. Let me double check walk speeds and stuff. I feel like I should have a table for this by now without having to Google it.
Just imagine Koke trying to explain D&D and all the rest of us just going like, you ate a tree?
Yeah.
Well, to our credit, we either use better forms of transportation in most parts, except for this point now, so I don't blame you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, your overland like walk speed has been changing dramatically, like between every
mentioned-
stop.
You mentioned last session that it would take about 2 days to get there.
Yeah, no, I'm double checking that now. Yeah. 32 miles on. No, that's for a 40 foot. For a 30 foot, 24 miles a day. You are
If
48
if
miles
they-
away.
are they-
Uncannily exactly 2 days. Alright.
I ate a tree, yes, but are you surprised? I mean, the first day we met, I ate a zombie,
Amongst
point.
other things.
amongst other
Yeah.
things.
While walking by the way, I'm gonna like poke Tyro and go, hey, since we're out of Asmar, can I have those bands back, please?
Oh, yeah, sure, no problem.
Nice.
Like some royalty.
Alright.
Well, technically sleeves, but whatever.
You guys do your mandatory 8 hours of walking, whatever the normal Pathfinder overland traversal is for a day. And you have reached
My
approximately
dog
the halfway
going
point.
ballistic. I gotta be right back.
You guys setting up camp while Storm's away.
Yeah, pull the tent off
Yeah.
the bird.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, I bought 2 tents, so yay.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, so.
Too many tents.
Many tents.
While we're setting up, Ellen's gonna be talking to Nell and Nero. Like, so she's like hammering in the spike. So, what brought you two to Lullen to begin with? I feel like this is the first time I've gotten to actually talk to you since everything.
Sure, it's been pretty busy. Tyro, you wanna go first?
Sure. Well, for the longest time, I've actually been searching for a particular tome regarding very old red mage magic that has not been seen for the past few hundred years. My master gave me a few hints of where it could be, which he said it was off to the further east. So I set off across the sea from Zenope to here, looking for any clues. So far, I've not found jack shit, but unfortunately, Asmar's not exactly, how do I put this, magically inclined. So hopefully, through this little
Alright.
adventure, I can actually find a clue to where it is.
Nope.
So you just- So you're still looking for this tome, but tagging along with us now too?
More or less. I mean, going to far-flung places, it could be in some remote place that probably hasn't seen much, many people. Who knows where it could be stowed away.
That's true. I can't say I know much about magic, but I do hope you can find it.
Yeah, so do I.
Am I nearby?
You could be. Are you just
I'm
setting up
guessing
camp?
if
I
you're
mean,
within-
he's putting in a
She,
tent.
she's not whispering. She's just talking out loud, so that's how close you are to them.
From whatever I'm doing, which is probably nothing, I'm just gonna kind of like half lean over and go, this tome of yours doesn't have anything to do with eyes or anything. No?
I'm back.
No, can't
Hey,
say that it does.
Just,
What did I
just-
miss?
Just
We're
casual
We're just
curiosity.
socializing.
Don't worry about me. Just wondering. I like magic too, obviously. I'm a mage.
Yes, well, this book is meant specifically for red magic, so you probably won't get much use out of it, sadly.
I've never tried trying to take magic from another mage before. I don't know, I mean, like, what's the difference between magic I get from the essence of monsters and magic that I'd get from the essence of other mages? Just, again, scholarly
Hypothetically.
curiosity. Scholarly curiosity. I'll go back to being busy. Doing
That-
nothing.
Was odd.
Um,
I just kind of raise an eyebrow. It's like, right. Okay.
Would she gain anything from, like, I don't know, eating one of my toenails?
I think she only gets power from eating other blue mages. Isn't that correct for the way that works?
Yeah.
I gain other blue
Well,
magic
if
from.
it's-
I gain blue magic from either eating monsters or eating a blue mage that knows the spells. But I also can pick up spells like fire and stuff from elementals and bombs and whatnot. So like, I don't know.
If I know it, and it's on your spell list, you can learn it, basically.
Okay.
Huh.
But I don't think you have
But fire isn't on
harm
my spell
touch
list.
or
But fire and fire 2 are not on my spell list, but I can learn them from bombs. Which is
Huh.
weird.
Yeah, it's a bit inconsistent.
Yeah, it's a
And
fan
again, I mean,
system.
it's the difference between a primal mage and a normal blue mage. Which,
Well, it's
you
the
know,
spell
she
list
has
is the
to.
same.
Yeah, it's just how you learn it. It's like she has to eat it. The normal blue mage just have to see it
Or get hit by it.
or get hit by it.
Yeah, depends on the game.
Which makes getting normal spells easier, but you know, bigger spells a little bit harder because eating god is a
Yeah.
bit of a challenge.
Hashtag eating go.
But
Yeah.
you just have to eat a part of God.
Doesn't trick you at all.
Why do you think I want to get buddy with the Summoner Princess?
Uh-huh.
the
So
long
she-
con.
Yeah, she got the
Well,
wrong.
eventually-
wrong
Somebody
power.
vanished from the
I'm sorry.
chat's gone.
Yeah,
But
because I had a completely black screen on all of my tabs. I couldn't see anything.
Okay.
yeah, it's gonna get interesting when Chef can summon Diablos.
Jeez. Give me a snack.
No,
Just eat the spade off his tail.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll totally go for that.
you have to
we already
ready
have the
and
plan. We've
you have to
already got
ready
the
an
plan.
action because, like,
We already have the plan. When you summon Diablos and all of his bats come along, I just snap one out of midair.
I'm going bat magic instead.
Then he forms in. He's missing an arm.
I feel lighter than usual. I did you a favor.
It's just weight shedding at this point.
thanks.
Just-
I've been meaning to lose weight.
Wait.
I need to lose 25 more pounds.
Give me 25 pounds of you then. I'll get rid of it.
That is the weirdest pickup line. Hey baby, you want to give me 25 pounds of you?
That's
I'll
It's like
never be skinny.
This
You
turned
can't-
disturbing.
He can't make anyone. He can't make anyone lose weight. He can just make everyone heavier. Fucking gravity.
Well, no, he just
well,
he
technically
turns
I can
gravity
do that
off
with
and
water
everyone's
too.
really
Just give him
light.
the drench status, which has 10 pounds on them.
Anyway,
Anyway, stuff is booted back up. I can see again.
Okay.
Wonderful.
do you want to say anything, Nell? Or are we just setting up camp for the night?
I mean, I could. Just you guys seem like well in the conversations. I didn't want to say anything.
Oh no. If you want to talk, talk.
No, just
Everyone's breaking up on my end here for some reason. Audio-wise, let me exit out of
Well,
Discord for a second
Eleanor-
and re-enter.
Mhm.
Eleanor did ask you to why you were traveling, like
Well,
what brought
true,
you
but
to
I-
London and stuff.
Tyra was still speaking, so I was just letting him finish. So,
Okay.
but then it went on to like blue magic, so we sort of like went to a tangent there.
Just interrupt me. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I didn't want to break the flow or what the hell it's called.
Oh, well, also keep in mind, Nell hates her.
Well, yeah, but I didn't want. She wasn't just staring at her, going, "Why the hell is he asking these questions?" But was sort of curious because like
Yeah.
different stuff. But no, I'm actually from just outside Zenope as well. I ran into Tyro. Basically, let's face it, my hometown is boring to high hell. That's the best way to put it. I wanted to see more of the world, see more cultures. We had some ruins outside of town that would basically got me interested in different types of culture and lifestyles that other people had in the past. So I figured it would be nice to travel the world and see what else is out there. And the Four Kingdoms is such a hot spot. Why not go there first? Lowland seemed very interesting. I nice people, interesting culture. Sort of curious to know more about how the summoning works in the area. Uh, there's like a little side glance at Zessen and Yota. As far as it's a very much a craft culture.
Yes,
Like,
I
if
should say
it's
so.
okay, they're paying attention, so Noel's not gonna say any more than that.
I don't know. I think their culture is pretty wooden.
Ugh.
I don't even
Not
get
more
that.
puns.
There's a
And
little
you
grin
just
to the thing.
you made your living by becoming a bard then.
Yes, I actually would have been a jeweler if my mother wanted me to follow along with the family tradition, but I couldn't really stand it. Father is a pretty good hunter, and he taught me what he knew with the bow, and actually tried to get me to learn music for a bit, so just interchange the two. There was, of course, some traveling bards, learned some things from them, and I guess I have a bit of a knack for it.
You certainly do.
But other than that, nothing else interesting. Just want to see the world, see different people, and possibly make a book someday. Who knows?
I'm sure after everything you've seen on this trip, you'll probably be able to write something. I appreciate both of you coming along.
Certainly.
It's been fun. Well, it's been an adventure, that's for sure.
I'm just gonna roll perception just to see if anything's out of the
Alright.
ordinary.
Roll, make your perception roll.
Everything normal.
Yep, all systems normal. Those rocks and trees haven't moved an inch.
Reverberate radar.
It's so weird to think that we've been through so much and it's only been like a week.
Yeah.
It's been a very long week. It feels like it's
Mhm.
almost been like several months.
Almost,
You know?
man.
Nod.
I mean, I knew this little journey of mine was gonna take longer than a week, but too many people, too many cultures that are weird and kind of insensitive, to be honest with you.
Aren't you the pot calling the kettle black there?
I don't treat people differently just because they're from wherever, but people look at me as if I'm some kind of monster. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but not in the way they think.
I can't say I know a whole lot about the steppe or your people, Koke. It's been both helpful and unhelpful at times.
I'm not exactly a paragon of my kind.
Just a little thing called tact. You might want to keep that in mind sometimes.
Ooh. You ain't even the Dark Knight and you casting all that
Is that-
shade.
You know what? Koke's just gonna.
Well, I could
I was gonna
understand-
say, was that versus touch AC? Because that sounds like shots fired.
Which, yeah, okay, I can understand why you're coming along, but
Really?
glancing over at Chef, why does they follow you around?
Follow me? No, it's not a following sort of deal. I don't know. We just kind of met up, thought the same thing, just kept traveling together. I don't know. But no, let's go back to the most important thing here, which is, why do you think I'm traveling with you? You understand why I'm here, but you don't know anything about me. I'm curious.
She'd stand up from her hammering the spike into the tent. She's finished.
Took you a long
No.
time.
I don't know exactly why you're traveling, Koke, but From what we've seen together and that little speech you gave on the boat, I can only assume that you basically want to get your ship back. And maybe follow up on your words.
I'm just gonna frown.
I have a feeling I missed all of that because Discord's being a pain in the ass.
Sorry, dude.
I'll cover
Yeah.
it for you.
It's doing the same to me. I thought it was my laptop.
I heard everything here.
Everyone's okay on
No,
my end.
I'm mostly
Yeah.
good. I'm getting a little bit of garlic, but I'm mostly good on this end. Though I am gonna run real quick and use
I
the
hear
bathroom here.
Ken.
Okay.
I'll catch him up in Discord.
I'm just gonna frown and shrug. That's a fair assumption.
And she's gonna go back to see, is the other tent up? See who else was setting that up.
I don't think anyone else is doing anything like that.
Okay, so I guess I'm setting.
I could try, but
I guess I'm setting up the second tent.
Was that the first fight that you were putting in,
No, that was the
or was
last.
that the last fight? Okay.
Yeah, she was whacking those in while she was talking.
Oh my.
Shush. Oh.
Okay, I spend a while just thinking, a little bit unsure if to be happy or sad that these assumptions are being made. I mean, I'm not exactly the best at people, I admit that, but
I am back.
welcome back. I'm gonna look over to Taro and just be like, so if red magic is the combination of white and black magic, why is it that magic is so separate between normal white magic, normal black magic, red magic, blue magic, time magic, and other things? Because if they're all coming from the same source enough so that red mages can combine the two, then
Yeah.
obviously there must be some common ground between it all.
Summon magic, green magic, pink magic.
Now, summon magic I can understand because
Black.
you are bringing forth
ma-
the power of godlike entities, of espers, eidolons, primals, and things like that. But when it comes down to your classical magics, I've always wondered what the difference is. Why is it that you can really only focus on one, or even red mages like yourself are not known for excelling in one or the other? You always have kind of this middle ground.
True. Normally, red mages generally have a good roundabout combination of black magic, white magic, as well as hand-to-hand combat. However, my master saw fit not to train me in hand-to-hand combat. As a result, through more studious training, I have a little bit more understanding of magic itself, which allows me to use a little bit more out of their spells, but not by a great deal. The biggest difference would probably be the incantations that are used, but
I'll be back. In a
beyond that,
he's saying I'll be right back.
Real quick.
okay. I think a lot of it has to do with the incantations that are generally used. Unfortunately, I've not had much time to look at the other various forms to look at similarities in terms of summoning magic as well as time magic and an out of character moment. I'm like, should I really pull up D20, see if I can find like an actual explanation for this shit?
I mean, it seemed to really cover just there, unless Koke thinks of something that I'm not thinking of offhand.
I've encountered many mages in my time. My tribe, we take in a lot of people. We assimilate other clans, smaller clans and stuff. So I've encountered a lot of different types of mages, and there's always this unknowingness to magic that even myself, I consume the essences of my enemies. You've all seen it, and I assimilate their natural powers, but even I don't fully understand how that mechanism works. I know traditional blue mages do it through study and learning and emulation, and I cheat by directly consuming that rather than studying. But the actual mechanics of it are almost alien. It's just intriguing, and I figured I'd ask a fellow mage if there was more insight to be had. And I don't even know how
on how you cast. I doubt any of you could cast my spell.
I'd have to eat you first.
You can't beat 'em, eat 'em.
Chef would just fold their arms.
Spell song's a little bit tricky, so it might be a little bit difficult for some mages to pull off.
You know, magic seems dependent on your ability to perform, which yeah, I'm not exactly a singer.
What, no performance anxiety, punk?
Sort of just hold out the violin. Like this, there's a reason why I use this. I don't exactly have a perfect pitch, but definitely better with the violin.
My clan is focused, I guess you could say, on honing the mind and body for combat, so I've never really had the pleasure of learning an instrument, so I can't even play.
All this conversation about instruments. I'm assuming we're sitting on logs, like around a campfire or something at this stage.
Just setting up tent and stuff.
Much so.
That or we're talking about Eleanor just putting up both tents.
Yeah, it's like Eleanor just put.
Nope.
Which, by the way, you guys have
I'll send it to you.
the pavilion tent and the like medium tent.
Oh.
Right?
Well, I can't hear you.
You're very quiet.
I think something's going on Discord.
Yeah.
Am I better now?
There you
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the conversation about instruments, Chef is, turning around, getting into the bag, and pulls out the panpipes.
Yeah, and I guess everyone was just talking while Eleanor's been setting up everything.
Like holding out the panpipes to Koke.
Yeah, I have absolutely no chance of making anything sound either nice or remotely painful, like Nell can do.
I haven't had much experience with the pipes and flutes, unfortunately. Could give it a shot, but if anyone else wants to try.
I want
These is the bird going to take them?
I'm going to sing. I'm going to Chocobo sing a Chocobo theme.
Let me sing the song of my people.
Yes.
Are these pipes? Are they special at all, or are they just plain old wood?
I don't know. Are they?
Oh my god.
Okay,
Gonna
this
make-
has to detect magic.
I can give him a look over if you want.
I mean, I can spellcraft. I can't appraise or anything.
I have used magic device. I
I
don't
gotta
have spellcraft. Wait, I can do a flat spellcraft, but
Anybody making any checks?
That's a spellcraft to see if they're to see if they're special at all.
What sort of
Okay.
knowledge or whatever should I roll?
You could do knowledge
Or
arcana, you could do
spellcraft.
spellcraft, you could do appraise to kind of get a clue
Well-
of this. Chef, when looking over them, you recognize something a little bit familiar about them because they have an aura of faint necromancy.
Oh, these are special. These are. I am so glad that I thought to check before I just threw
Spellcraft.
them into the fire.
All right. Koke, you ID these. They are pipes of haunting.
Oh. What does that do?
You know that if a person plays them and they succeed their wind instrument perform check, they with it, anyone who hears it within 30 feet has to make a DC 13 will save or be frightened for 4 rounds.
Okay, that should fix it.
Yeah,
How's
let's not play those.
And yes, that will include everyone in this campfire, which would be
Tilt-
hilarious. And I was
tilt
waiting
head.
for that.
Aw.
What did I miss?
Like, why is someone running away? I ain't playing that bad.
Thank you, SP for completely screwing me over.
To paraphrase, magic make people spooked.
Pipes of
I mean,
haunting.
Look,
the particular magic isn't strong, and it wouldn't take a particularly mentally fortuitous, I don't know, person
fortuitous.
to resist the innate magic, but let's not alert everything to our presence here. Besides, the last thing we need is coughs and kind of head motions towards the banga to run away again.
Good point.
And I don't want to deal with
Nod.
that thing being scared.
Mhm.
Points to the singing
Nod.
chocobo.
Pocket. Nod, pocket. Really wish we had something that was worth like 300 XP so I could quickly put a point and perform wind instrument.
I'm hearing Echo sort of hum, and I just sort of just mutter, increase your pitch just a little bit there? Okay, good.
Like seriously, like I just wanna kick down the door to this retreat reef and just be like toot toot motherfucker and just watch them scatter.
That would be hilarious.
Let's
Just
hope we
walk
get
into
this
a
over.
tavern and just scatter the tavern.
I mean, that
Give
would
me
make sure all the
94 XP and watch it happen.
that would mean that the tavern, shitty corners of the tavern would be open for us to take residence. That's the only
Exactly.
place an adventurers stand is the shady corner of the tavern where they can watch without
Mhm.
being seen.
Little cloak over their head, making like dramatic camera pans by, really only showing their hands like holding something. That's the way you sit. All right, you guys going to sleep, going to rest for the evening?
Yeah.
All right,
making
who's
sure
I am definitely in
keeping
one
watch?
of the tents.
Wait,
No,
where?
I can keep watch. I can
I'm
take
making-
first watch. I'm pretty loud and perceptive.
Huh?
I'm making sure the
But
tents are.
how do you as a bird volunteer for first watch?
By sitting down in front of the fire, like, I got this, fam.
Also, though I will still need full rest because I used a lot of spells
Yeah.
last. So I guess maybe I shouldn't. I don't know.
I think I'm only down 1 MP, so I guess I can take first watch if
Yeah,
anybody else is.
I don't think I've actually used anything, so Chef will volunteer first watch.
I used some wolf rounds, but other than that, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm just
So,
missing 1
Yeah.
MP.
I can take
Ellen-
a watch.
Ellen is fresh. She has all of her stuff. So I can
Oh.
take second.
MP.
Well, if you guys have got it, I'm sleeping the whole night.
All right.
Yeah, me.
Well, we can swap out because there'll be another night between us and there. So
I am making sure these tents are down before I go to
You're-
sleep.
You're anchoring
Yeah,
them in.
Yeah, I am. I won't take watch. Then I'll focus my time on recovering my
All right,
points.
so we're leaving the 2 nights then.
Mhm.
Okay.
Nice.
I haven't got all night.
So you got all night.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, she's taking her armor off and catching some Z. Chef's going first.
Okay. Whoever's all on first watch, make perception checks.
I was gonna take a second.
I'm so bad at this.
Bad for him.
While you're sitting there and everyone else is sleeping, you're just sitting at the edge of camp, looking around. You get spooked by a bird about halfway through. Just scutters off, but nothing really seems to happen. Who's on second watch?
I can go in second.
How many do we need? 3?
3.
3. Okay, so I guess I'm doing third then.
You're on second watch. You get a third of the way through the night. Nell relieves Chef. Nell, make your perception check.
Let me see here. Yeah, that's right.
Me.
I need to put some points in perception because -1 wisdom +2 racial means I can't perceive shit.
The helmet.
Nell, while you are sitting at the edge of the campfire, some of the night passes, you look up and you notice storm clouds are starting to gather. Like it's about to start pouring. And as you kind of glance back down from the sky, you hear very, very obvious rustling and footfalls about 35 feet, 40 feet from your encampment.
Can I see it? I have dark vision.
Yes, with dark vision, you look through and you see short bipedal humanoids in the shrub line.
Do I have any idea what they are?
Dark vision? Yeah, no, you would have seen these before. They're native to Xenop. They're goblins. They're Final Fantasy goblins. you peg them right away.
Oh, goody! 894 XP.
You do notice. You do
Green
notice
limbs!
with the goblins, there are a couple of larger things that you can't quite see, but you can see their silhouettes in the darkness.
Are they like looking towards me, or are they in the direction, or are they just like
They appear to be coming your way, towards the camp, or at the very least in this direction.
All right. I am going to get near one of the tents and tap loudly on one of the posts there to wake them up. Say, "We got company."
I'm up.
All I was one good night's sleep. Is that so much to ask for?
Apparently it is.
Chef is up like a pop-up book thing, just like straight as just up.
I hear XP.
Coke climbing down. I hear food.
All right, she's getting up and grabbing her weapons. Second battle Eleanor is doing in no armor.
You need to buy some other
Who do I
armor.
need the roast?
Like,
Yeah, I'm in my first leather armor first editions.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I sleep in light armor.
And I
You guys.
cycle the party to come on, scroll, darn you.
what do you have?
Get him
Over to
back,
camp.
'cause I'm just trying to
What's
figure out
your-
about my.
What is your AC
One
without
MP
your
back.
armor, Ellen?
Too much.
Let's see.
Lower left, by the way.
With her armor off, she has 16 AC.
Stop teasing me with this damn music. I can't draw yet.
How long does it take to get each MP back? By the way, I'm just trying to figure if I got my 1 MP back yet or not.
I'm not actually sure.
No,
Do you get it all back at
You
once?
need 8
It'll
hours
Yeah.
start
now.
back at once.
Normal
It's-
Pathfinder. Then.
It's same as Pathfinder. You gain nothing if you sleep for 7 hours and 59 minutes.
Okay, just want to make sure. I
Hey,
get
where am I?
You are absent. You do not get copied. I must find you.
He's talking to a fucking then.
I've ascended.
I mean,
She was so
Fill out your
hungry.
token.
She started eating her pillow while she slept, and she didn't
Okay,
stop.
show
And then
name
she
play.
just ate herself and just and just a ball. And
Control.
There I am.
Okay.
But I was just curious because I do get an ability later on where, after so many hours, if I have like enough rest, whatever, I can get and speed back over a set
Yeah.
number of hours.
Oh, I think it is 35 feet. Did I
It's
get this
like
point?
1 MP an hour or something like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Can everybody
Okay,
see
but
Koke's
until
nameplate?
then-
Yes.
Koke, would you like to fill out your
let's
health?
see.
I lost it because I couldn't find a copy of you to copy.
Wait,
That's
so I didn't recover anything?
If you are wherever you're left, I'm not sure if these nameplates are representative of that, the health plates, but you are where you left off. If you were keeping track of your hit points and MP.
Okay. Yeah, I was. Yeah. So I am not in good shape for fight combat.
I would like
Well,
everyone
then I
to
guess
roll
it's time for me to
initiative.
pop all my.
Initiative, okay.
Let's see.
What do you have, Ellie?
Oh.
None of these-
course.
None of
Ah.
these. None of us actually have. Why is there an ant on the initiative?
Because there's an ant in the combat,
Somewhere.
right?
Oh, I
Yeah.
see it.
Oh, there
I
it is.
will. I will say it is
Fucking
not
blind.
strictly an ant, but there is no token for what it is, and you guys haven't ID'd it yet. So
Wow, for once, Jeff is
It's
the
an
first
ant
one ready
line.
to go.
And it's
Okay. I'm debating whether I should stay
I
asleep
never
or
want to
not.
roll on roll
You
20
guys-
again.
you guys
Because
really
this is my third nat 1 in a row.
from last session, both that ones, then the first
You
one
know,
of the
that's
session,
true.
that one,
That's true. It
That's
is
kinda
literally.
funny.
Oh my!
split over 2 sessions. The streak continues.
It would be. It would be funny if it weren't so sad.
You're cutting so much, hun. What was that?
I said it would be funny if it weren't so sad.
Ari does nothing but crit. Koke does nothing but crit fail.
12. Alright, everyone filling
Well,
out
if
their
anything, she'll end up
initiatives.
being the goddess of failure.
Do you guys really need me? I'll roll initiative if you need me. Otherwise, I think I should
She
benefit
could-
getting full rest.
No, we
Oh my
need you. You
Okay.
can kick things still.
Still kick shit.
You cannot sleep while there are enemies nearby.
Bye.
Oops.
Eh.
Not that one.
You have no
Apparently, I
magic at
used
all.
most of my turn just knocking outside a freaking tent post. Wow.
Oh, everybody rolled low in initiative, but Chef.
yeah.
Doesn't-
And apparently that goblin. Well, that's freaking Yota. Whoa.
I'll be interested to see what he can do.
Considering you ran from the last battle, I'm not expecting much.
I agree. I'm not expecting much either.
Let's see. Let's see.
Unless all the royals happen to be summoners.
It's a big old conspiracy.
I mean, if they'll have a common bond.
No, see, he's gonna summon the Avatar of Wood.
Just a big old penis. Middle of the battlefield.
So basically, a poor man's Alexander. Is that what we're gonna get?
Also, there's another
Yeah, pretty much.
another ant over here.
Crap.
I'll identify
As
it.
Eleanor
after I-
completes her real life perception check to notice the dark brown
I know.
ant on the dark green battle map.
Okay.
It's hard to see
Okay.
those things.
What kind of goblins are there? Because they're different goblins for different Final Fantasies.
These are the ones in the Final Fantasy D20 roll system, like game system.
Okay.
Did we get?
They're Aria goblins.
Yeah, Chef just needs to put in
Are
their initiative there.
these trees?
Oh shoot!
Yeah, those are trees.
I didn't realize I had to put it in. Give me a sec.
Okay, what am I blowing up first?
So
Hopefully the
Decision.
Checking some stuff out, getting everything in order here. Alright, who are we missing out? Is all the goblins still. Fucking Christ, each of you. It's a +6. Wow, why is goblins initiative so high?
Because they have improved
Because
initiative.
otherwise they're a joke.
Yeah, they're CR1 half guys. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of them, but I wouldn't be too afraid. Oh wow, not bad,
All
buddy.
one has to do is be able to survive an initial fire 1 plus the burn damage, and then I could probably take out a good chunk of them.
Yeah, the natural 1 on him.
Hey.
Still a 7.
Mm.
Jesus Christ, that 22.
Damn, just 5 feet. Just 5 feet. I could just wreck him. I got a 30-foot line I never get to use.
5-foot step.
Who's missing? Oh, that's everybody.
No, I need to move 35 feet to then 30 line.
Reordering.
Fire.
Reordering all the things. Why are there so many things in this initiative?
Just hit the auto sort.
Oh shit! No, you're right. There's an auto sort. What am I doing?
What was the
Other
bonus
way.
of that goblin that got a 22?
+6. He rolled a 16.
So it actually goes before me.
Oh shit! No, you're right. Yeah. No. One of
And
the
then there you
goblins
go.
has beaten everyone. You should all be ashamed.
What about that one with
We were
Tyro?
asleep.
The antlion.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Tyro I know is flat because he has no dex bonus.
Well, I actually get a +1 initiative from something. I don't know what the hell it actually is.
No,
I think it's a racial trait.
Hmm.
Or something.
Yeah.
Let me double check. I know I get a +1 from
No, the
something.
combat didn't loop. Somehow I can't tell. I never notice when music stops. Yeah, we'll do a different one.
Let me check.
Wah, 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 wah.
All right. So that goblin in particular moves first, at a speed of 30. Who can you get to? Anyone?
Also, yeah, I'm like, let's get a swift action, combat start, gonna put my aura up. Charisma 1.
All right. I'll get you 15-foot aura. Pink. Everyone can everybody see that?
Yep.
Wonderful.
Wow, our tents got so much more charismatic.
I mean,
I
Ben
took a
is looking
pick.
pretty attractive right now.
Yeah. Oh god.
So
Right there.
I'm gonna eat you.
Making a tactical close to avoid attacks of opportunity. It runs up on you, and it makes a swing with its short sword.
Come at me.
Who
Does a
would benefit
13
most
hit
from?
you?
I don't think that hits.
She's flat-footed right now.
Oh,
The dude
That is
the
my
dude
flat
in the red
foot.
robe is Yoda, right?
Yes.
It
yeah,
is me.
You should see the token, the name. No, you don't though. Him.
I don't,
There you go.
I don't know that. There we go.
There it
Thanks.
is.
Never enabled that.
gotta.
Alright, he hits you, and he does. Why are you guys such a joke?
Swarm enemy, that's why.
Yep, nope. Nothing better than that. Just a flat D4. Enjoy your 3 damage. As he swings overhand this really terrible, gross-looking short sword at you and just peek, right into the side of your shoulder, doing a measly 3 points of damage. It is Chef's turn.
It's a good thing
I'm
we don't have to worry about it. Sorry, Chef.
You know what? No, that's gonna be way better. Is that a standard? Yes, it. Can I have a 30-foot aura, please?
Can you have a... Okay, sure. Jesus.
Oh, he's hitting his.
What color
As
should it be?
I pop Nimbus of Darkness.
Hey, it's all coming back.
Right?
Just like stick the sword in the ground and just this permeating edginess just woof over the
I feel
field.
charismatic and edgy.
As the battlefield
right now.
becomes a Venn diagram of buffs.
Getting some deja vu here.
It
I remember
affects
this.
all enemies in the bubble.
Let's see.
Hmm? All enemies in the bubble take a -1 penalty to AC, attack rolls, damage rolls, and saving throws against fear.
Oh,
Okay.
That's surprisingly useful with another item you have.
Yeah, but I'm not about to fucking pull out the
Fear
two
your whole
yet.
party.
Like,
Yeah.
for one, Chef has no idea how to work it. They would basically just be sticking it in their mouth and just blowing as hard as possible. And that would be very haunting. Just to
Oh my god. Oh my
It might be
god.
extremely haunting.
Oh my god.
I was just gonna be quoting Star Wars there. I remember this power. Feeling I haven't felt since the first
Day
session.
one.
Flashback.
Dude, where are
So
the
it's
guys
not
on?
affecting us.
Alright.
Yeah.
What else you doing? Moving up.
moving up, drawing great
Yeah.
sword, and that's my turn.
Alright. Prince Yota. For the first time, as he goes through his initiative, you see him stick his little walking stick into the ground and draws out a long sword.
Do you know how to
From
use
the
that?
Dude, how confident does he look with that?
I'm gonna be honest, he looks a little shaky.
Okay, so maxes up.
You don't have to fight, Princey. You're fine.
I'm coming!
Oh god.
Does
Jesus
he actually
Christ.
does he
By the
need that
Wanderer.
sick
So I make sure he doesn't hurt himself.
I wish I had a chance to cast Mystic's Grace on him so he doesn't trip.
Don't jinx it.
He closes in. What is that the aura gave again?
-1 to everything. pretty much.
-1 to AC on enemies relevant here.
Alright.
Doesn't buff.
Yeah, and then
Doesn't
fear
buff any
stuff, but
friendlies.
Yeah, okay. Alright, he makes his swing. And let me double check Goblin AC.
-1.
Let me just say -1. He misses by 1 point.
Yes.
Whip! Just barely whiffs his head with that.
If I could shared offense,
If you could shared offense, what?
I have another standard called shared offense that gives allies that are adjacent to me +1 to everything.
That would have done it.
So
Poor him.
combining them, it effectively gives everybody like a +2 to shit.
Yeah.
Next Goblin.
Come to me.
Well, he's not coming very fast. In fact, that's really as deep
Charge
as you can go.
Action.
No, he's not going to use charge action. He will go 30 feet to there. And what's the range on this? Aha! He will then, once he closes a little bit, turn and make a ranged touch attack on Koke.
-1.
Yeah. Wait, -1 for their attack rolls?
For the aura, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So only a...
It is a
15.
-1 to AC and on attack rolls, damage rolls, and saving throws versus fear.
Okay.
Alright.
So -1 damage if they hit.
It does.
Yes, it is.
That's a high roll.
-1 damage actually is crippling for these fucking goblins. You like quartered the you removed a maximum of a quarter health, a quarter damage they can do. Like that's
You get 4 dark
That's
knights.
just mean.
Goblins are now useless.
So what did he do that was a ranged touch attack?
he cast Goblin Punch on you. If hits, the target takes 1d4 plus 3 points of wind damage, which is now 1d4 plus 2. Bip. and you must make a reflex save. DC 12 reflex save, or fall prone.
Because it's wind to resist the squall debuff, I'm sure.
Second.
I'm glad they added a status effect to that. That spell kind of sucked normally.
A reflex save.
To avoid falling over.
You succeed.
Oh, yeah,
you do not fall prone. It is that goblin's turn. As you finally see one cast a spell, man. Monsters and spells. Oh jeez.
Check something here.
Yes.
There
That
is-
one appears to
that
be.
is-
He closes
giving
up.
you The
He's-
thing,
What's he giving her?
he's
finger.
giving her. He's giving her the thing. It's just a pointer.
You're cutting out a lot there.
He's giving you the thing, can't you tell?
He's taking a swing at you. He's being uncouth. That's
I thought he
another.
cast a spell.
No,
that was the first one.
Dot.
Oh, which one?
This
Which one
is
cast the spell?
The red dot
the one with the red dot. I'm using
Oh,
the red
oh,
dot to
okay.
mark because they
Right.
get that once a day, so I need to
Oh,
keep
okay.
track. So I'm using the red dot for that.
Okay.
Okay. I just wanted to.
Yeah, does actually one less than that. Does a 9 hit you?
Me?
No, Nell. I'm sorry, Nell. He's
Okay.
swinging at you.
Is that just regular AC?
Yes.
No,
No, you haven't moved yet.
No.
It's touched.
she hasn't.
Oh, flat
She has
foot, sorry.
flat. It's flat-footed.
You are flat-footed. Does that? It still shouldn't get you under 10 anyway.
It's under 10.
No matter what
Yeah.
it is.
Okay, then no.
I have the
Unless-
lowest AC. and that
Unless you
wouldn't
have a
hit me.
penalty. Unless you have a penalty, it shouldn't hit you.
I do not have a penalty.
So yeah, it
Yeah.
misses. But yeah, no, that's his turn. Tyro, you are up.
All right. What do I want to do? Well,
If you have teriyaki sauce with your fire, you'd probably make Koke very happy.
I mean, you that smoky taste.
Just
all right,
kill this,
I'm going to.
kill this one in front of Koke, so that when the other goblins get in a nice line, I can just dark passenger them into oblivion.
That's fine. I could do that. All right. I'm going to expend 1 MP and cast Fire 1 on the goblin right near Koke. Alright, so roll 1 D20 plus my attack bonus, which is.
Do you add your charisma to your attack?
I do not, because it's usually just. I thought it was just plus any ranged attack plus dex, which I don't have any dex.
I'm just checking because I know your red mage functions differently. So
Yeah, basically, the only thing. Like, if I were to attack with the Mastercraft Staff of Lightning, basically, I could add the charisma to the damage, but otherwise than that, yeah.
okay, just checking because you are in the aura. So
Yeah. Yeah.
It only affects damage, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
that-
Alright.
It only affects his damage.
okay.
Now, I know that 19 has to hit.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay, so.
absolutely.
Okay, so that's. Let's see. Charisma is 4 plus 3 is a 7 from the aura. Plus. Let's see. Red Mage. Rogue Knowledge. And Mastery is another 4, so that's. 7 plus 4 is 11. Plus Caster Level. That's 15. 1d6 plus 15.
This one down here.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
He is.
No, not that one. I was the one adjacent to.
No, I meant the one south of her.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because
Okay,
I can
never
hit
mind.
both
Yeah.
of those
Okay, yeah.
with dark. I can hit the other two with dark passenger.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so it's 1d6 plus 15.
That's nuts.
1d6
is.
plus 15. Fucking hell.
Oh,
I mean, it's not quite Ari.
No, but still.
No,
Also lower level.
but he
Yeah.
is playing the Final Fantasy version of Ori's class. So like,
Aww.
maybe we should be a little.
Oh, you only did 16 damage.
Oh, you know, you roll a 1 plus 15. Still a fucking 16.
Yeah.
So,
Which one was this
Jesus,
targeted
Joseph.
towards?
Yeah.
the one right next to Cocaine
Oh
Prince.
my god, the cutting.
This guy?
Yeah.
As your 16 points of fire damage lands on him, he is eviscerated into a pile of ash onto the ground, right
Which-
there.
Which then he doesn't, which is good because now he doesn't have to roll the reflex for the burn status.
He is immediately toasted by that, for you have more than doubled his health in damage.
Okay, let me just double check my math, make sure I'm absolutely correct on
Okay.
that. So,
You got some time.
yeah.
You want to move or you just stay in there?
I'm going to stay there because that was my standard action, and I can still hit 2 more from this
Mhm.
point. So,
You're actually in a
Okay.
pretty good spot here because you're in the back, and the thing that's flanking you is getting guarded by
Yeah.
Eleanor.
so
Mm-hmm.
double check this math. No matter what I
Speaking of whom,
Because even a low one, I could be like 12. That's...
the first of the larger creatures. Never mind, they're largest, so yeah, boom, suddenly they become bigger.
Oh god.
Ooh, I'm excited. What are they?
Okay.
What
They're
am
a
I-
little bit now they're a little bit more dangerous.
Oh no, it's 1d6 plus 14, but then again, it's still fucking dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, still, yeah, no.
It's okay.
It has a speed of
2 billion.
The only downside is it was dead before I can even cast Detonate 2, but that's a bad idea because that's a 10-foot AoE.
It closes right up with Eleanor.
Oh, that's an ant.
Fine.
Would you like to try to ID it? It is a vermin, so it would be nature if you.
No, she has nothing in there, so
you-
she's just like
you're
it's
not
an
sure
ant.
what it
Can
is.
I? Can I?
Sure, just
If you're-
free action here. Go ahead and try
If
to
you want to
ID
look over your
one of these.
shoulder. Unless you probably heard Ellen go, "Oh, that's a big ant."
That's a big ant.
You absolutely ID it as an antlion.
Excellent. I think.
It was going to try to
New-
make.
Flavor.
Alright, I need to mark one
What-
in P.
What's their
Oh,
CR?
With a 23, I will.
Shouldn't know that.
Do you get to know that on a?
If you beat the DC by 5, you get to know additional things. You don't get to know its CR. You get to
Okay.
know vulnerabilities and special attacks.
You know that they're immune to mind affecting effects.
With a vermin, yeah.
Yeah, because they're vermin. You also know they can do some sand stuff.
Ants aren't supposed to be that big, right? Right?
They're not ants. They're ant lions.
I didn't have a
Okay,
token that
ant
quite
lions,
looked
yeah.
the part.
That's okay.
I don't care. I'm gonna eat it.
As it closes on you, Eleanor, it rears back its mandibles and it makes a big ol' gross bite at you.
3.
Jesus fuck. Yeah, that hits.
-1.
-1, so yeah,
Minus one.
17.
Still doesn't. Oh, that doesn't matter. She's
Flat
not wearing her armor.
Oh yeah, you are out of your armor, yeah, and you're flat-footed.
Yeah.
That is a
BJ
terrible combination. Alright.
This is why Chef sleeps in leather.
This is why
Yeah.
you need the feet endurance.
I'm
So you
fine.
sleep in your armor.
It takes a big ol' hunky bite out of you, right around your middle, dealing 10 points of damage, and attempting to grapple you. Because that is a bonus it gets on its melee. You're gonna need your CMD here in a second. Jesus Christ, plus 16 for a grapple. 22.
Oh, she's absolutely grappled.
You are grappled by a big ol' ant thing.
Like, there's no point taking CMD for that.
But
In your
I
constant
will-
trend of going up against things with colossal grapple bonuses.
it
Aw.
is better in fact the fact that they do lose AC, so it's gonna be easier to hit while it's grappled. Eleanor.
Yeah, I'm just double checking the bonuses for attacking something while being
I could
grappled.
swear there was a feat that let you sleep in heavy armor.
There is. I forget what it's called.
That and once again, I have a song, Serenity. It prevents you from getting fatigued, so something to keep in mind.
But you have to be singing it.
true, but it basically removes a fatigue status from someone, though, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Okay, so it's a temporary move, but then when everything's over, yeah, you're gonna feel tired as shit again.
I don't think it's a duration. Let me check.
Let's see. Well, I mean, probably once you stop singing anyway, I'm sure the effect wears off, I would imagine.
Well, it could be just like a cure heal sort of deal.
Duration, instantaneous. Doesn't say anything else beyond that. Just says the fatigue subject is immediately rejuvenated.
Oh.
So it just wipes fatigue.
Yeah.
Also, there's
Alright,
an
so-
enchantment you can get on armor that not only makes it so that you can sleep in heavy armor without penalty, but it reduces the amount of sleep you need to 2 hours.
Nice.
Jesus.
Echo, incoming range touch attack. Does a 6 beat your touch AC?
God,
Let me check. No,
Yeah.
I
You-
didn't check. I'm sorry, I lied.
You as you duck, a little wind ball right over your head. Echo, it is your turn. And Jasmine's got up to that part of My Life is Strange, by the way, in the background.
Oh, that part.
That part.
I
And
don't.
has subsequently melted.
I don't know. There's so many that parts, and
See.
When
Nightmare?
her dad was alive. The reality
Oh.
where her dad was still alive.
oh, and she would melt.
Mhm.
Do it.
One
What you
second.
doing, Echo?
I'm checking something real fast. Okay.
Oh, I know. We've all been there.
Oh, man.
I'm
Not to be
going.
mean or anything, but it is absolutely your fault.
It's absolutely one. Yeah.
I'm going to cast. Yeah, I'm going to cast Protect on Eleanor,
All right.
since that is a +2 deflection bonus. It's not much, but it's something.
Should
Okay.
it help?
Yeah. And then I'm going to try and get.
It's
Wait.
5.
Wait, hold on.
You're taking a 5-foot
Can't
step?
make attacks of opportunity while grappling, can it?
Correct.
No,
So
it
yes,
can't.
you could close with it without it attacking you.
Yeah, I'm going to snuggle right up under it.
All right. As the ant has Eleanor by the mandibles and thrashing her around, a chocobo charges up to its side.
Right.
Is that you?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
my
you
turn.
done? All right. Eleanor, it is your turn. You are currently in a mouth.
Yeah.
What do you plan to do about it?
Okay. Well, I can still attack it. First things first, though. Swift action, lay on hands, heal myself.
All right.
Okay, a little bit of my health back. And she's gonna pull her sword back. Let go of me! I'm going to burn a Pluto point and try to thunder slash it.
Ooh, that is made at a penalty.
Yeah,
no,
-2.
you can't do that. If burning a
Mhm.
Pluto point is a swift action, you've already made the swift action to lay on hands.
Well, no, it's
Is it
I
just
use-
immediate while you attack?
it burns it as I use the move.
This is part of the attack thing.
Oh, it's just part of the attack.
It's a
It's part of the attack.
like
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm trusting you. You know your class here. So
yeah, I have
do-
it. I have it right up in front of me.
Mhm.
The sword move is a standard action. You use a Pluto point to activate it.
All right.
Oh.
There you go. Do your thing.
So she's making this at a -2.
It's got a -1 to AC, by the way.
It's also got no dexterity. Well, it's got -4 dexterity, so -2 on its AC there.
Okay.
Math find everybody.
Damn it. There it is.
At least it's not me.
Yeah, I'm not rolling great tonight either.
You needed to be angry. We needed your angry crits.
Angry crits are a
Laser
thing.
doggo.
Not
got
your
my
mediocre.
Just pretend you're hitting just pretend you're hitting Ryuk. That'll get you a crit.
Or bongo.
Just pretend like you just caught someone in bed with a princess.
Just the like, it's Kokei's face, but with the mandibles at the end, just like this shit-eating grin.
Okay, so
Yeah, just
thunderclap, miss. Okay.
Whiff. From behind you, Sir Zezin shouts out, "I'll save you, furry wolf woman!" And he charges into the fray.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
I would love to see Zezin's freaking stats one day, just for the intelligence and wisdom part.
That beat Antlion, who is currently... It beats him even before the penalties and
-3.
Yeah. So yeah, no. Slashes right into him. 1d8 plus 3. No. Yes, 1d8 plus 3. He charges up and he gets a good old stab in, doing, well, almost maximized damage. Not bad, Mr. Zizin, sir. Alright. It is Nell's turn.
Alright. So, since there's a goblin currently attacking me, that's obviously going to be first on my list there. If I move... what is the thing?
Right now, if you
You
move
can
anywhere,
whip
you'll...
draw on
if I
5
5
foot.
You can
if I
5 foot
here,
move.
is that going to provoke an attack of opportunity?
No.
Yeah,
5
no,
foot
five-
steps don't provoke.
Yeah,
Okay, it was diagonal, so it wasn't
That's the whole
certain there.
point of them.
yeah. It lets you exit the third square you're currently in.
Okay, so I'm going to
Safely.
move there.
All right, and on the diagonal, you do not provoke any others, so yeah, you're good.
Alright. And since I want this thing to die immediately, considering it's right next to me, I'm going to cast Foe Requiem on it.
Okay. Make your perform checks and shit.
That is... Let's see what the aura... Yeah, I said that definitely passes the DC.
A little bit.
As you all hear the best musical performance of your life in the middle of this combat. With a 33. It's quite inspiring.
Okay. Also,
Also,
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to remember what he needs to roll to see when the fortitude save goes through, because I had it written down. There we go. 10 plus the song's level plus the bard's charisma modifier. So that is currently
against that fort save.
yeah, for the fort save.
Mhm.
So that is DC of 16, if I'm reading that right.
Bam. 9.
Yeah, no.
9. He fails.
Actually, it was actually 17, but yeah.
It still fails. And how much damage is that doing here? That's you think
I'm
you still
calculating
gotta
that
roll
now.
that? There's so many steps to Foe Requiem. Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, that thing's dead.
And as
Yeah.
you fill his heart with song, it erupts out of his chest. For the music was too great for this poor goblin to stand.
There goes my full round
Aw.
action.
There goes my dark passenger, man.
As apparently everyone had big plans for this one, I guess.
I didn't fucking know. There's two ants. Attack the ant lions. Attack them.
hey,
Yeah.
out of character. This guy and this guy are still in a line.
They are.
Ooh.
I can't
Oh,
believe the
don't
damage
move.
our like casters do. It's crazy.
Hi.
And
Speaking.
is that Nell done?
That's what I want.
With your
Yeah,
what's
Nell's
that?
done.
Alright. Next
Yeah,
guy.
I didn't do as much damage as a fucking fireball there.
Nope, can't make that.
You did 2 points higher than my fire 1 spell.
You
And it
will
would
be able to make
technically
your
be.
ass.
Although, to be perfectly honest, had I hit for max damage, I would have done more.
It's good for
Instead
everybody
of
here.
fucking flubbing it.
Ooh.
Now keep in mind that goblin just saw both of its
Yeah.
companions get
So one of them
eviscerated.
get ignited into dust, and the other one gets songed to death. He currently
Like,
is
his
eyeing
erupts from his chest and ascends. Like,
going to the plane of music. He's going to join fucking
Hey, it's a die for,
Freddie
what can I say?
Mercury.
bait. Freddie Mercury is the god of the plane of music.
This goblin here, seeing that, is going to use his ranged touch attack on who would it be? Who would it be between the two of you? Tyro, because you're much scarier. You're full of fire.
At least the other one sounded good.
Jeez.
God damn it!
That does not hit.
Alright.
And I had the lowest C out of everyone here, I think, at a 10. I'm sorry, but that doesn't hit.
As you get whiffed by a ball of air right over your head. Eleanor, you notice this ball of air fly by your head as it also flies by the antlion in that direction. It makes quite a
It's that
journey.
badly.
Does it explode a
Off it
mountain,
goes.
or does a mountain explode it?
Bye.
It just futters out. I mean, let's be real here. This is Goblin Punch. Okay, it's your turn.
Can I make it to the antlion?
Can you?
I have
You'd
30
have to
feet.
go through
30
people.
feet.
I
I
have
mean,
to go through people.
what's the thing for that? What's the?
It's 10. It's 10 points per person you have to move through. So 10,
who else is-
15, 20, 30. Yeah, she would make it. If she diagonaled into
Yeah,
Nell,
no. If you
and
bypass
left,
Chef and then
then
just
up
go,
left,
yeah,
then up left.
yeah,
To there, where
yeah.
you're
That's a good
pointing
path.
out.
That's a good path.
So where would I be? Since I can't see what you're doing.
You could 10, 5, and then 15 to your destination and make it to either one of these. Just bypassing Chef and then running by everybody.
Okay, I'm gonna go there so that I'm flanking.
All right.
And I'm going to take my divine great axe. And I'm gonna swing.
You viciously swing that vicious great axe.
Let me just
Make your attack.
Yes!
Well, there you go.
You viciously
There's
crit
Fourth time.
with your vicious great axe.
All right, let me just
It's gonna do a lot.
Yeah, it is actually, isn't it?
It's good because these things are really healthy.
Oh boy.
I was actually gonna ask that because it's like I was half tempted to like kind of like use my quick cast for water 2 my next turn on that thing, and possibly combo.
There's still another one coming.
That's true.
Whose turn is next, by the way?
Oh joy.
Although it has to go all the way around the camp or through the tent. Either
Yeah,
way.
no, there's the important line there.
Where's
Oh.
it
Does a
gonna-
30 do a lot of damage to it?
This is 30. 30, Jesus Christ.
86 plus.
Oh,
Great axe-
and...
Great axe crit plus vicious.
Where's the
No resistances. or
Where's the
anything.
2d6 and 1d6 coming from?
2d6 from Vicious, 1d6
Yeah.
because I stuck that materia in it
materia.
last session.
That's true.
Right.
And then
I
you
take
take
2
two.
damage.
Alright,
You were
that's the
you were
backfire.
juicing that weapon so hard, man.
I mean,
As
funny,
you-
like, surprise.
As you bring your axe down across this thing, you, in one stroke, take off like 2 legs. Like its front right leg and its middle right leg. And it's just walloping on the ground now. And it is
as
just...
a swift action, I grow a gore attack with my beast shaping ability. For the next 4 rounds, I have a gore attack.
If the antlion was not a vermin, it would be terrified of you.
I'm still being.
We'll get you out of here. Just hang on.
As Eleanor, you're watching this like Koke, like Hobbit,
I
like the
always
Hobbit
wrote it.
movie, run over and just start chopping legs off this thing. Like,
Note to self, don't piss off.
You can have one of those as a snack later.
I appreciate the permission. I was gonna do it anyway.
Last bug.
do you have what is your reach? Ba.
Giant bug
Oh.
time. Go.
Okay. But yeah, no. So, man. So that's 15, and then 25, and then.
Is it going?
yeah.
Is it going through the tent?
It is going over the tent.
It's big enough, yeah.
Well,
Does it have a
well,
climb?
Oh, that really made that thing sturdy. Shit.
yeah. Can the tent? Yeah, that's the question I was gonna ask. Can the tent sustain its weight?
As this thing starts stomping over the tent and is being very much encumbered by traversal over it, the tent starts to creak and buckle, and he starts punching little holes in the canvas with his feeties, and he's getting kind of caught in it
Aww.
as he
No, that's
as he
good, he's
just
getting
tramples
caught.
as he just tramples your big pavilion tent on his way into the campsite and is stuck
Damn it,
here.
now I'm gonna have to repair that thing. Shit.
What can he do at range? In fact, he can do much at range.
Yep.
Oh,
Hold on, did I... Weird.
Within 30-foot radius.
I lose connection again? The hell?
No, you're here.
You're here. And you're gone.
Uh,
At its enemies plural. Okay. 42.
hey,
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
excuse me.
As it closes with all y'all, you notice it kind of shaking in frustration as it gets the little vines all tangled up around it, and you notice a burst, 30 feet, hitting everything on the battlefield.
Oh, geez.
Yes, hitting everything on the battlefield with sand, as it just erupts with sand in all directions.
I'm excited.
I would like a fortitude save from everyone,
Even the goblins.
even the
That's
goblins.
my low save.
Well, it
I'm
says
rolling my
enemies.
dice.
It says blast at enemies within 30 feet, but then it says creatures within the effect, which might mean everyone. Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
language of that means everybody,
See,
which makes
no
more
idea, I
sense.
For streaming, I shouldn't. Okay, so
Yeah, no, I've been tempted to get around dice.
where's my saving throw? There it is.
So that's
Ah.
Chef. Chef, you make it. Koke, you fail it. Nell, you make it. Eleanor, you make it.
Sick.
Tyra, did you hear what we have to roll for?
Echo, you make it.
I don't
Am I
think
the only one that fails the save?
Tyro's having audio
The
issues.
goblins will fail.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
More
How
than
many are
likely.
alive still? Those three? Okay. What are your saves? Fort save 3. 1, 2. Made it, failed it. Failed it.
Super
Epic
failed it. It just
Super-
Wow.
got buried in sand.
Sand goblin.
Alright. So these two goblins, and we're waiting on Tyro's roll there when he kind of comes back into audio. I'm trying to find a good icon for this. Man, what's a good icon for this? There, yeah, that'll work. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I already am posting in Discord.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
You're making a
Oh,
fortitude save.
roll.
Quick.
Okay, fortitude save. Okay. Jesus Christ. All sorts of problems tonight. Oh, so much fun. Okay.
Come and enjoy this familiar sense to you, because I know what this is.
Right. 14 plus 4. Okay.
I was waiting to make the joke to see if he fails it or not.
This has been like the most common status effect we keep getting.
You pass it.
Oh, only me.
Only Koke and 2 of the goblins are now blinded for 2
Ooh,
rounds.
Blind. That would've-
God. Fucking David. Do I still have?
You didn't get blinded. Only
You're fine.
Cocaine and
You're
goblins.
fine.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
fine, though.
Oh, okay.
Sand kicks up around the battlefield from the Sand Lion, and Koke is hit right in the eyes. And so are 2 of the goblins.
Good
You just
choice.
hear a.
Well, you got to mutilate its friend at least.
And then I'm going to
Next up,
mutilate.
the one that is dead. Moving him from the initiative order. Chef, it's your turn.
Okay, so I have a lot of options here. I could actually,
I will be back in just
lines start. How well can you all hear me, or should I be
You're
typing
good.
this?
You're good. We
I
got
hear
you.
you.
Do lines start from an adjacent square, or do they start from you?
I think they're supposed to start from an adjacent square in the direction you're pointing the line in. Like,
So if
from
I
here, for instance, if you were doing a line that way.
okay, so I could Dark Passenger down this line, to hit fucking both of these at 30 feet, but it also clips Zezin. I could passenger up this way and hit that one and the goblin, or I could board clear with both of these goblins.
The goblins, especially in your aura, are not that dangerous. The ant lions are. This one up here is flanked and grappled right now. So dealing with the ant.
We need this
over
taken care of.
Yeah, we need someone intercepting this one. So if you can kind of like
Ruin
do
our
that
tent
one.
more. Thanks.
fuck that.
Clomp, 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 clomp.
You're gonna owe freaking Tyro a
I
check.
don't think Edge is going to do anything to the tent.
It might get a little bit more broody. You might start listening to Linkin Park. You never know.
Oh, then Chef can just sleep in it and be happy. Spoiler warning, it's kids.
All right.
Jesus.
You gotta go for maximum edge.
You know what? No, that one didn't go get blinded. So
Yeah, there's 1 goblin currently undead or blind.
Was the antlion immune to being, or did it make the save?
Oh, actually, that's a good point.
Oh, the other. Oh yeah, the other antlion.
I mean,
it doesn't have eyes, so like
I'm reading
Yeah.
up on its sheet right here. It doesn't say anything about being immune to blindness, but I mean,
It's got dark vision, so it's got vision.
yeah, it's tremors in 60 feet anyway. It doesn't matter. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's dark vision 60 feet, tremors in 60 feet. It's fucking ant.
Alright, so I'm gonna need a reflex save from the ant and the not blinded goblin.
Okay, 2 reflex saves coming up. Antlion, reflex of only a +2. A nat 1.
Well, now.
It's got its feet tangled up, so.
Yeah, he's
Fucking
all.
dead.
And the goblin actually also a +2. That's a little bit symmetrical. At a 19.
He makes that.
Wow.
Okay.
Alright, so the goblin will take half damage from this, which might still kill him.
Maybe.
Let me double check.
You charging through, or you're casting a thing through these 2?
So, Dark Passenger is a 30-foot line where Chef just sticks out their hand and there's just these like purple Kamehameha, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
As Dark Goku arrives on the field.
The ant is blinded.
If it matters.
There's still has tremor sense for 60 feet. Still the same. It
Um,
can see as far as it
Tremor
can
damage
feel.
on the ant, 3 damage on the goblin.
At least it still has concealment. Yeah.
Yeah. Tremor sense doesn't do too well when your feet are stuck in a tent.
That sounded really cool. What happened?
6 damn 3 down.
Okay.
The
Our duck-
both
duck and
targets
human
are still
beings.
standing.
Mm.
That was 3 damage to the goblin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Not
both
enough
targets are still
edge.
standing.
Does it not get any bonus from charisma?
I think
No,
it's
just
I think it's mostly
half dark levels d6 and shadow damage.
I think it's mostly intended to be used as a multi-hit blind attack.
Which is
I
pretty
mean,
powerful.
1d6, like 10d6, 20 for 1 MP is not that bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1 MP. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And I will move to inner.
You'll move. Okay, yeah. All right. It is Prince Yota's turn, and in a moment of wise threat assessment, rather than going for the antlion, he's going to move up to start hacking at the blind goblins.
The blind CR half. Like, come on, you're picking on disabled people at this point, Yoda. Is this the prince you want to be?
Kill him dead!
He rolls, and I think fucking misses. Yes,
Oh,
yes he
no.
does.
If they're blind, they're denied their dex to
Denied
8
to Dex Stacy. Okay, let me
Yeah.
remath that.
minus
one
minus
AC.
1.
Minus the one. I remember that at least. So minus one, that brings down to 15. Minus the 2 from his dex brings down to 13. He still misses.
Oh my god.
This is why I wanted to come with him.
As Prince Yoda charges in against this
Why?
blind goblin. He yells out, "Ah!" And the goblin, like, what? I don't understand what's happening. Like, turns in, like, just such a way that where he swings down just glances off its shield.
Oh,
Didn't even mean to.
Wait! You also get a generic -2 when you're blinded to penalty to AC.
Beyond just the dex bonus? Beyond just the dex
Beyond
penalty?
just the dex bonus.
What was he at? 13 before?
Hits!
That brings it down to 11.
It scores! He scores!
And just
What
as
a
it looks
goblin.
like, he's going to miss. He's going to clink off the shield
The sword bounces off the shield and bounces back into the
and
goblin's
just whaps him
neck.
in the face. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love the idea of this as Prince Yoda. And then missing, and everyone goes, no, you hit him! You hit him! Oh!
Yeah, no, it's
that's
fucking
how
it's
it's supposed to
baseball.
work.
It's
Okay.
baseball. No, you hit it. Run! Oh, okay.
That would totally be Yoda.
Yeah. Poor guy.
And does not
Jesus
kill him.
Christ.
Wow.
And you still managed to.
In fact, slashes at the lowest health goblin in this group and still does not kill it because that's only 2 damage.
Oh, this guy.
All right, it is.
Why you have the egg?
This
It
is
is
why he
that
needs the
goblin's
escort.
turn. Who is currently blinded. And
If they try to make an attack, it's 50% concealment.
Yeah, no. He absolutely would have heard the scream and the clang. So he's going to stumble loosely,
You try
working his way 15 feet over to his pal, and attempt to make a swing at Prince Yota.
-1.
Yeah, -1. So yeah, just a +1 then. Yes. Goes up. Whoop. Double checking his AC because that's gonna be close. No,
He's
misses
got
him. And then then he would have had to make his concealment,
Nice.
but he misses him. Whip. Right past Yota.
Technically Yoda makes the concealment roll, but
Well,
sure.
they're both me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
But yeah. He runs up and makes a blind swing at Yota and completely misses it. This one is dead. Tyro, it's your turn.
If you can hear
Don't burn the tent down.
You bought the tent.
The tent is yours to burn.
Yeah.
Why, do whatever the hell you want with it.
I don't know if Ichi can hear anything.
Stand by for Red Mage. So how's everyone doing so far? How are you doing, Eleanor? Swing, swing, swing.
How's that it holding
It's
you
tight
there?
in here.
Side note for next
That's
turn.
what she said. No, that's what he said. That's what I said. That's what I said. I can't see what's.
Oh my god.
Is
Somewhere in the rating of the stream, something goes up.
is releasing a target from a grapple? Is that's not a standard
It's
action,
free.
right? That's free. Good.
Yeah.
Free.
Good. Good. Good.
Like, she's not escaping from this, so she's just trying to stab it.
I'm dead.
I'm gonna try sending him a text.
Okay.
I could really use a wand of keep watch or bed of iron.
Yeah. Yeah, I want this Thunder Slash to hit so bad because the visual is so cool. Because she literally holds her sword up, He-Man, swing.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
I have the power. Oh wait, no, I don't.
No, the dice told me to fuck off. You don't get the power of Grayskull.
frankly, for that crit miss, if it were me DMing, you would have been just zapped by the lightning bolt that was aimed for your sword.
Yeah,
and
Will,
it just missed
Will
it.
was generous with me not taking damage from my own attack.
Yeah. So, like everyone turns around, and Eleanor's like every strand of fur is just standing up.
just poof ball. This fight's been going on so long, I have to reset my half-an-hour music.
Who knows how long this has been looping?
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Wonderful. It is your turn, Red Mage.
No.
Fuck, stuck
Attack!
tonight. Right, I'm going to attack the antlion over the tent. I'm
Alright.
going to use the ability Quick Cast, which
Alright.
allows me to use one spell as a swift action,
Beautiful.
and I'm going to use Water 2. So
You're completely sucking over your tent.
yeah,
It's gonna be wet in a few hours
I
anyway.
mean, yeah, no.
yeah.
At this point, like as you guys look up as this battle is raging,
God damn it!
Ah,
8. It is blinded. We know that it loses its dex, and we know that it has a penalty.
It's -3 AC on top of no deaths. So.
Yeah. So that brings it down to 16, and then its dex mod is +0, so yeah, 16. So yeah.
Fuck my life.
What is it in a touch attack?
Is that
Range
a
touch.
attack? Range touch. Oh, an 8 you say? An 8 you say?
An 8.
And it has at least a -1 penalty, disregarding the other shit just from the aura. Its normal touch attack, touch AC is 9. With the aura alone, it's an 8. You hit it.
Yes.
Holy
Nice.
fucking shit! Okay, so that is a
Wow.
2d6.
This aura is
No, wait, actually, this is the first time I've actually hit this, so I gotta double check the stats on this spell.
The aura and the aura are useful because math. Just Cocaine yelling, "No, you fucking hit it!"
Wait, I think I missed it again. Oh no, wait, I totally hit it.
That's
So much math for every hit.
I could just see like it dodged the water drop and then the splash went up and hit it in the face.
right.
Oh, gotta be careful with the splashback.
Okay, let's
God damn
see.
it.
It is 3d6 plus casting modifier plus 1 point per caster level, maximum of 10. Okay, so
God, we haven't
Yes,
even gone
son,
through
I
one
did
of
all
those
the
2
damage.
turns of blindness.
okay, 3d6. Let's see, plus my charisma mod, which is 4, plus Nell's charisma. Bonus 3, it makes that 7. Plus, let's see, plus max, let's see, plus Ruby Knowledge plus a Mastery gives me a +3 using my Intelligence.
let's just say all the damage and call it a night.
3 plus my caster level, which is 4.
Well, with this thing's health pool, the semantics of this.
That's
are
a
important.
26. He also must make a DC save. I think it's Strength, if I'm not mistaken. Let me
It
double
says
check.
in this full description.
What was that?
I was just saying it says in this full description.
Yeah, it unfortunately I had to go back to level 1 spell because it doesn't actually say which stat it is for that
Okay.
normally, so which is kind of annoying because it does operates the same way, but where I don't actually have the first level spell of that, it's like,
Yeah,
Anyway.
you gotta look up water 1. Yeah, I get it.
yeah, pain in the ass. But
It's
Just-
making
I'm-
a save to avoid a status effect right now.
yeah,
Do you know what type of save?
I believe it's
I'm
strength,
checking.
but let me double check.
Okay.
It says a successful fortitude save.
Fort save.
Okay, so fort save. Yep, so fort save, and I believe. Let me double check my character sheet. I think that is a.
And otherwise, it gets afflicted with the drench status.
Yep. Let's see.
Again, you guys are probably like 10 minutes from everything being afflicted with the drench status anyway.
Let's see. That's a second
What
level
does drench
spell, so a fort save of 16.
Okay.
Fort save 16. We'll see if it makes it. It does
It
not.
does not.
Barely.
So-
With a +9, it misses it.
So, with that
Uh,
in mind, I need to
now
double
wait.
check.
Increases
many
their
rounds?
carrying weight by 10 pounds. Also, any lightning and effects based around lightning do an additional 1d6 points of lightning damage.
Oh.
Which is what I'm going to do next because
Nice. That was
my
the
Mastercraft
combo.
Staff of Lightning can be used now as a standard action.
Yep, because you used your swift for that. Okay, do it.
Yep.
Do it. Wombo combo.
It doesn't say how long it lasts.
Get him with the 1-2 punch.
And
I
this
think
one is actually.
Drench, unless Tiro's spell says otherwise, it lasts until they spend a round
Drying themselves.
drying off. Although
Yeah.
it's
If I
So
were to
they
use a
said
fire,
not
if
spend
I were
around
to use a
like
fire
ball
spell, it would end up negating
fire
the drench
spell to
status.
get rid of it, but
Yeah.
it's not wearing clothing, so it can't dry off.
I don't know. It's,
Yeah.
it's by a tent.
You can wipe off with
Just
the tent.
rolls.
And that hits. So 2d roll 2d6.
Yes, it's against a touch of C, yes.
Alright, so extra d6 lightning.
Yep.
Nice.
5, an extra 5 points. Oh, actually, no, wait. That's actually plus my charisma mod. So
So plus.
What's your
six, I
charisma
know.
mod?
actually, no. Actually,
No,
no. No, actually, yeah. No, only the charisma because it's not technically considered a spell. So only my charisma mod, so it's plus 4, so 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And it's isn't it weak to lightning right now? So
Yeah, he-
whatever
he-
bonus.
he-
Yeah, that
did
was the
that already.
2d6. Yeah, so
That was
yeah,
with
it's an
the
extra
bonus.
d6
Alright.
because of the because of the drench status.
It
Okay.
reels in pain as it gets splashed by water. The water doing more damage than lightning gets splashed by water, and it just shrieks. Then it gets zapped, and it's not enjoying this experience.
Yeah, it's tangled up in a tent. It can't even trim her sense properly.
All right, we are back to the first antlion, who at this point will be dropping Eleanor because it
God.
needs its mouth free.
Sand part due.
I'm double checking stuff here.
Remind me not to get on the dance floor with you again.
What?
It's probably going to have trouble turning to its right.
I have
Without
cut off
its
some
right.
of its legs.
Yeah.
It is not attempting to move. Oh, yeah. That's all of them. Fucking Christ. Everything here. It reels back its mouth and it spews so it looks like a venom, like a green
Acid spray.
acid spray thing over this entire 30-foot cone of the battlefield where most of the party is.
Oh, lovely.
Does that technically have like an attack roll, or does it just happen?
I'm checking this. Oh, yeah, no, just... Okay,
Cones.
everyone make a fortitude save.
Cones usually are saves.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh,
usually
just
saves,
saves,
but
okay.
there's no...
Me as well.
Cocaine. Cocaine and I
not
are out.
Koke, not Koke,
Okay.
not Zezin, not Echo. And not that goblin. The one up in the corner. But everyone
Okay,
else
so
does.
Okay, so no rolls, just that. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
God, no. That's gonna suck.
Chef, you make it. Eleanor, you fail it. Tyra, you fail it. Nell, you fail it. Wow.
Enjoy being poisoned, fuckers!
You wonder why people don't like you.
What are you talking about? I'm incredibly intelligent and charismatic.
Charismatic does not mean I get to like you.
Okay, everyone in that area, by the way,
She
in addition
says
to
she
this
says
effect,
with tears running down her face. Damn.
Don't give me that. I've seen actors before.
you
I am
all
literally blind!
y'all take 9 points of damage. And then Eleanor, Tyro, Nell.
Did the fort save not half it?
No, the fort save didn't have it. Eleanor, Tyro, Nell, you are each poisoned. Set poisoned for 4 rounds.
Ow.
Okay.
This is a dangerous thing.
How
I
much
can't
does
wait to
poison
get
do?
it.
Let me get the fort saves for those goblins. Wait a minute. How much damage did that do?
9.
9
9.
points? Never mind. Both of the goblins are hit by this venom and are just and they're gone.
Okay.
But Yota does need to make his. Oh no, Yota. Survive.
Oh, poor guy.
I'll put poisoned in the chat for you guys to see.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Not
It's
bad,
a flick
Yota, not
every-
bad.
It's a shitty status effect later in the game, but right now, yeah.
It's just slip damage, so.
'Cause poison doesn't scale.
Alright, Yoda is
Okay.
not
I'm sure you
poisoned.
could. I'm sure you could scale it if you really wanted to.
You could.
So who all was that? That's Eleanor, Tyro, and Nell all received the poison status, right?
Yeah, so that's additional 4 right there.
No, that's 4 rounds.
Oh, 4. Okay.
The
Yeah, I'm figuring
Okay,
out here.
you take it on your turn.
No, not that. No, stop that. This. There we go.
I'm a wrench.
You've evolved into a wrench. It's your spirit animal. All right. Yep. No, that's the ant's turn. Well. Nah, if it moves, it takes an attack of opportunity. It's not worth it. Fucking next. It's that goblin. What can you do? What can you do?
Dodged all of these AoEs so far. Like, this is the true.
Goblin Chief.
Oh yeah, come on, motherfucker. Get over here.
It charges
That's right.
right in on Chef. At this point, it really should be running, but
Fuck it.
fuck it. It's charging right in on Chef.
Unfortunately, I'm in my battle jammies, so this is probably gonna hit me.
Filled with the murderous vengeance that you imagine a goblin has when all of its friends are just demolished,
Well, I mean, to be fair, the ant took out
And
most of
still
them.
misses.
and
Yeah.
whiffs right over, right like between your legs. He like stabs at you and just misses your body.
He might not be actually blinded, but he's technically blinded by rage, which didn't help him.
All right, it is Burb turn.
Uh,
What doth the echo do? Well, so you guys only have the 2 tents, right? You have like the medium tent and the pavilion tent.
We had 2 tents.
yeah.
As this one
I guess
dissolves into the floor.
Oh, there's a tent there. Odd.
Give me a sec.
Then he throws one of them at the other one with his bird-like strength.
I mean, he did try to ram a guard with another guard last session.
Yeah. I would like
Wow,
to-
I actually don't have to move for that. Well, I want. After seeing that spray, I want to use heal. But that would be my last MP. So, I mean.
You are about to sleep. To be fair, you only have one more watch cycle until
Right.
morning.
And if you really need it, I have an ether.
Yeah, I can't get Yota, but I can get everyone else.
I have five healing potions, a healing spring, a cure materia, and a water skin of the Crescent's water. Like when it was all healy and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You cure potions.
So like we good.
Yeah, okay. If you want,
kick it.
Alright. I'll bite at one of its legs. Then.
Alright.
You
Plus-
bite at one of its legs. Make your bite. Pluck it. Pluck it from its torso. Thorax. Abdomen.
Thing.
Socket.
Socket.
What is my behavior? 3 plus 4, so 7.
You absolutely hit it. Enjoy.
Bite its leg off!
You
Alright.
absolutely deal some damage to see if you bite a leg off.
Man, oh jeez. Jesus Christ, for a second I thought my internet crapped out again.
Yeah,
Jesus.
please, though.
Oh yeah, no, you.
I said,
I'll bite your
Oh,
legs off.
God. Yeah, no, you easily pop one of the legs out of a socket. Which one, pray tell? Middle left or front left?
God.
This one got too close to me.
Do you have like a little hangman drawing of this ant of what limbs are missed?
Okay. With its front right, its right middle, and its front left legs gone. This thing is crumpled forwards like a tripod that's missing one of the corners. Eleanor, it's your go. You are no
Okay.
longer being grappled.
God, okay. I need to take some damage first.
Yeah, for your poison.
You know,
I would buy
Does anybody have a Masasuna?
no.
I wish.
Yeah.
Nope.
I would
I
love
don't
to
even have a
that.
freaking antidote
How
on me,
long-
which is sad.
How long is that blind, by the way?
2
2
rounds.
rounds.
Yeah, and
rounds.
one round of it's gone because that one went already, I think, since then.
Okay.
Oh, excellent.
Am I rolling this?
Has it gone yet? Yeah, it's gone yet, because it... No,
Let go.
maybe it hasn't.
Oh no.
What? It was this one.
has-
It was this one that blinded
No, it
everyone.
has.
It has gone. I swear it has, but I can't
Oh,
remember what
wait.
it did. Did it go yet? No.
No,
Shouldn't, 'cause
no, it
no
goes
one
No,
after
it
me.
has-
hasn't gone. It's just been wailed on.
This is only the second turn of combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
Because
you're
there's so many.
still full two. Still
This
full
is
two of
this is the
blindness.
6 to 12 second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be okay, I think.
Yeah, he's at 2. He's at the bottom of the initiative.
But yeah, for poison, does a DM roll or do we roll?
I can roll. Yeah, I'll roll. I'll roll your poisons. Here. Alright, that's not a +1. Just 4. Just 4.
Okay. +1 poison.
Roll the poison.
Just a 4.
So just for
Alright.
Eleanor, or is that for all of us for this round?
That's Eleanor. We'll
That's for me.
handle it on each person's upkeep.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Try stabbing him again.
All right, make your stab.
Normal slash this time. Okay.
All right. Normal attack.
Yep.
Does it have
-1.
-1? There's -1.
Flanking?
No, he's not flanking. Though, due to its current state of disarmament, I will give it a penalty to AC, and at that you do hit.
I mean,
Okay.
Kev, you could 5-foot step. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It-
it's fine.
it's a-
It is
its head is on
crumpled
the ground.
diagonally towards Eleanor. In fact, like
Yeah.
it almost has
It's got
no
some
leg to
legs.
stand on.
All right. Eat this.
as its head's on the floor next to you, and you just swing down on it. Yeah. As you swing down on its head that has been graciously placed before you on the ground, you cleave it in half.
Okay.
And that ant is rendered no more.
Okay. And then here.
Oh. You done? Did you move?
AOO.
Oh. Yeah, no, AOL. Yeah, you're right.
I know. I'm fine.
Well, it's
From
blind.
the goblin.
Well, but it could hear it. Tremor
The
sense
goblin.
from
The
the
goblin
goblin.
isn't
No, you're right.
blind.
The goblin isn't blind.
Yeah, that
Part
one's
of
still alive.
That in
believe it or
my
not.
head. In
I'm
my
not
head.
scared of goblins.
That goblin was literally just ignored from
Yes.
the entire combat.
I
field.
don't care about him.
All right,
The,
he makes a
the
swing
ant-
at you.
Probably wooden pigs are stuck in the tent.
With my armor off, despite that, I have 16
You got-
AC with
Nope.
protect
You
on.
got
Whiffs.
protect, yeah.
He
So-
swings over and whiffs you. Which I
Bounces
think,
off-
Goblins is having a bad day.
I think you've only got one
bounces
round
off
of
the-
protect. Yeah, you only have one round of that protect left.
Yeah, it bounces off the blue shield.
Yeah, boink. And yeah, the ant's tangled up in tent and can't tremor sense right and is generally frustrated and wet. It's not making a swing at you. Sir Zizin's turn. As you run away, he's excellent show. I'm with you. And he
Get over here.
fucking 20 and then 10 through you. So yeah, sure.
Even Zessin ignores the fucking goblin.
He runs right past the goblin.
AOO?
and
Oh, wait, no,
takes it-
he gets one.
It's our
Yeah, no, they already used the AOL. This
There's
thing
one
doesn't have
fun.
combat reflexes. And
God.
he makes a swing.
Someone's mic is buzzing.
Flanking? Yeah, I'm hearing a buzzing.
Flanking.
Flanking from Chef. Okay. What's that
So
bonus?
13
Plus 2? So, yeah.
minus 1 on their AC.
Regardless, that ant lion. No, it might even at -1. He's not beating. It's debuffed to 18 AC. Nell, it's your turn.
Alright, so Ant is
And-
still alive? Well, Antlion's still alive?
Yeah, one ant lion, and you take
Oh, yeah, poison.
4 poison. Enjoy.
Okay, down to. Okay, question on actions. Can I take a standard action, then a swift action, or do I have to take my swift before my standard?
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
which
you
order.
can do whatever order you want.
Okay, so in that case, just gonna take my standard and use Foe Requiem on this fucking antlion.
Okay.
Yeah, passive performance check of 13, so good on that. And once again, DC of 17 on that for fortitude.
Let's see. Where's the your 9? These things are so hardy.
I can't wait to transform into one.
Yeah, he makes it.
Ah!
Okay, so for Requiem roll, it takes 14 points.
Is that halved because he made it?
Yeah, so yeah,
down to
7. And if it's still standing, I am going to do a swift action and use one of my dissonance abilities. Let me double check on that.
Why does Nell have 9 turns poison?
That's a
Why
good
does
question.
Nell have 9 turns poison? You just have 3. I don't think I misclicked that. There you go.
Use per day equal to half forward level.
Might have been- it might have- Roll20 might have been reading my keyboard weird when I put in the 9 for its
She
Mhm.
has, a weird,
Fort
she has a
save.
weird character flaw where instead of losing turns, she gains turns on her. on her.
on debuffs.
Oh, that means she gets double turns.
Okay.
On that as well.
Basically, what I gotta do is I gotta do a performance check, but it's gonna be DC 10 plus the CR of the creature. So what I gotta make?
DC
I
10
would-
plus the CR of the creature. Make your roll and I'll
Yeah.
tell you if you make it.
Okay, yeah, that works.
You make it.
I was about to
Categorically.
say, okay, so this is an interesting one because all dissonance ones, of course. This is using Shatter. As a swift action, the bard emits a piercing cry, causing the target creature or object to take 1d6 plus the charisma modifier points on elemental damage. If I succeed on my perform check by 5 or more, then it increases to 2d6. If it's by 10 or more, 3d6. By 20 or more, 4d6, so on and so forth. So by how many did I beat it?
You're talking numbers of increments of 5?
It's 5,
After
then
10.
10, then 20.
5.
Oh, 5,
okay.
10, 20. Okay.
You absolutely beat it by 5. You beat it by Yes, you beat it by 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so
2 more dice.
that is 3d6 plus charisma modifier.
All right.
Nice.
Do
Don't fuck around with bards. Jesus
do
Christ.
do your
Watch
bard
your
stab.
carapace crack.
Bards are fucking OP, man. Jesus.
Nalara, how would you like to do this?
Wait, isn't that Bonga right above Chef still alive? Because haven't we all just fucking ignored that
Yeah,
thing?
the goblin's still alive.
Uh,
Still alive.
Oh no, we're killing
Let's see how it goes. Let's go.
Steven-
Kill it. How do you want to do it?
how
Kill
do you
the
want to
ant.
do it anyway? Kill the ant. We'll see what happens.
Okay,
Okay.
so basically I start off with my Requiem, using music there, trying to basically shatter its eardrums. When that doesn't work, I see it's still alive. I'm pissed off at these antlers at this point, so I give a ear-piercing shriek its way, basically causing it to just, I guess, basically fall apart.
The squeak of people turns into shriek of people.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just throw down the violin and just at the top of your little mousy lungs. Your father was a hamster and your mother smelled of elderberries.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
And
fine. I'll
as-
say that in fucking Promethean, so it just sounds like fucking squeaking.
And as the antlion looks at you, and you just squeak your chain of insults at it, and there's something in the sound, like just the pitch of it, like it burns everyone's ears a little bit as you watch this antlion swell up a little bit in the middle, and its abdomen just pops, sending one of its legs sideways and impaling this guy straight through.
And how much damage did that do?
Enough.
Enough. It does enough.
Just that the Burmesian cacophony of death.
I mean, let's be honest, Kogi would have killed it next turn anyway. The goblin, I mean.
I'm blind. No, I wouldn't have.
You
I would-
probably still could have, honestly,
Yeah.
with as
Give
weak
it
as these
6
things are.
seconds.
With that, she just like extremely hoarse and just goes,
God.
"That is why I don't sing."
God, I didn't do shit that fight.
You
What
tanked.
do you mean? You
Get
clubbed
that thing busy so I didn't die.
I got squeezed by that line.
All
Did he
right,
at least give you his number?
just to help mitigate the damage, just the poison damage. I'm going to go ahead and
Yeah, I was about to
cast
say,
heal.
Tyro, you're taking fucking 9 points of damage.
Alright.
Nell, you're taking 5 points of damage.
That's-
You still got some left. Eleanor, you're taking 10 points of damage.
Okay, ow. And now I'm in limit break range, but there's nothing left.
2.
Right?
Rub the remaining sand out of my eyes. Blink.
Mm-hmm.
Look around. Everyone's safe. Lean down. Pick up leg.
The tent is suddenly gone.
Alright. Everyone regains 5 HP from heal.
And out of limit break range.
Because I'm doing it when I'm in range of everybody. Just assume that
You gather everyone and burst.
Uh,
But that's my last MP. That's all that's all the help you're gonna get with that poison.
yeah.
Pretty sure we all need a rest at this point.
I've still
Yeah.
got
Well,
4 more self heals. I have to.
I've still got 6 harm touches in the dark side. Like I'm ready to go. I want more.
We can take a goblin corpse.
Alright, let's
I
get
will
the damn
actually.
antlion
I'll
corpse
kick
off
a
the
goblin
tent so I can
corpse.
start repairing that thing.
Yeah,
Frickin'
I don't
things,
want to be
yeah.
caught in the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, grabs
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab
Chef will help
the
you.
eagle I have out of my pack, and then I'm going to create some twine to start the repairs on that freaking tent. So
Yeah.
actually,
And you guys drag the popped carcass of that ant out of the tent, out of the
Mhm.
pile.
Try to
Any-
fix the tent.
what the hell do I actually need to do here?
And
Any loot discovered?
Pat down all the goblins.
I'll fucking
yeah,
check 'em.
Chef is going to take the goblin that got impaled by the ant leg, grab it by its legs, turn it upside down, shake, 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 see what falls out, and then throw it at Koke.
Shake, shake.
As you pick it up, Koke just does the over here hands. Like,
Yeah.
give it to me. I'll clean it
The
up.
little grabby hands. But I need to get the dog tags first.
Oh, it's fine. As I eat the antlions over here.
What about the cooked goblin?
I want to go see how Yota's doing.
So I line them all up in their little grave off the corner here.
As I rolled there, I cast photosynthesis on myself, fully healing by hitting maximum on my heal and how long my fast healing lasts.
Nice.
So I just heal and then Regenta full as I eat.
I'm gonna go over and help Tyro take care of the tent, because, yeah.
If you guys are looting, though, the goblins specifically, the ants are made of lots of ant, so there's that. But the goblins, you find a almost matching set of 5 really, really bad short swords, 4 smalls. You find a couple of short bows. You find 2 short bows, 4 smalls. Again, really poor. Similar set of leather, 5 sets of bad leather armor. Between all of them, you amass probably 120 gil.
Any arrows on them?
In fact, yes. Between the 3 that had short bows, you find 30 arrows.
Oh,
10 arrows
crap, I can't
apiece.
carry that many.
Any fancy arrows?
There are
Or
none,
just
none that
regular?
are particularly nice.
Regular, okay.
There you go. Shit, her.
Shit
there.
bows.
30 relatively not shit arrows.
You
I
forgot.
can't carry.
You forgot the 5 shit swords.
No, I didn't.
5 shitty swords.
There
Of
it is.
Right there.
Shirt.
Right there at the top.
You need to put an R in there. So
Oh, I
it's
didn't
shirt
see it. No,
sword.
I didn't see it. Yeah. The fucking the indentation threw me.
I can't carry all those arrows, so I'm just gonna grab 10 for now.
What about? What about? Damn it! I was gonna say something.
I was gonna say loot the camp, then I remembered
Wait.
it's ours.
What about shit bombs? I mean, they're goblin
What?
bombs, aren't there?
None of
these
them-
ones.
None of them are carrying any goblin bombs.
I eat
Alas.
lion. I eat goblin.
Let me check the rules for this. If a creature has more than one special ability, do you just get all of them?
As a morpher, yes.
Yeah, no, because you don't. There's no. You don't have to make your fucking DCs as a normal
I
blue
think it's up
mage.
to DM discretion, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's two antlions and 5 goblins. I'm pretty sure amongst them I can get them all.
That is very much the experience.
Waka, 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 waka.
Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do per creature. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll it. So you're gonna get 2/3 of these things' powers. Otherwise, by the time we get to late game, you're gonna be encountering something that's got like 5 abilities, and like you eat it, and suddenly you're just flooded with abilities.
I mean, that is literally why I'm a morph. Hang on, no, not a morph. A fucking what's it called?
Devourer.
Yeah, primal mage. Let me
Yeah, we
just
can
let me get the ruling on it.
find a bit there where for the line about where it replaces the blue mage
Wait.
spell learning if it
Are-
specifies for multiples.
Oh my
Primal
God.
Mage has the power to gain new spells from creatures that have supernatural abilities by learning from them. The Blue Mage must devour the raw material of the
Mhm.
slain creature that possesses an ability that he can learn. This does not require the whole
Yeah.
thing. Unlike other Blue Mages, a Primal Mage learns spells by eating the creature. Yeah, I just eat it and I get everything that I can from it because I'm eating it.
Yeah. There, can you link that to me real quick? I'm gonna take a peek.
Yeah, sure.
Why isn't it just called the Phage Mage?
I don't follow.
Phage. It means to eat.
I'm a gourmet mage.
A
That's what
gourmage.
It's called gourmet magic.
Gourmet magic.
But I just like calling it the Phage Mage because it rhymes.
It just says I begin with 2 of my choice. They don't have to be a particular level. So I can't. Like a GM has the final veto, which can be learned from that just starting. So I can't just start with Mega Flare and whatever.
It's just,
I don't have
usually-
to make the DC though.
It's just usually you don't hear the term phage without, talking about like microorganisms.
Spell traces creature magic.
I may be short, but I'm not that short.
It's because there's like bacteriophages. They're things that.
Yeah, no, you get all of it. You get all the abilities.
Nom nom nom, all of them.
So yeah, you eat the antlion, you learn Sand Blast, you learn Sand Pit, and you learn Venom Spray. All of which I'm sure you already have the page up to take a peek at.
I don't get Venom Spray because it's not a Blue Mage spell.
No, you're right. Fucking never mind. I just assumed. Yeah, Blue Mage is second level for Sandblast. Blue Mage second level for Sand Pit.
Fucking Terry.
Yes, I can actually cast second level spells.
Yeah.
There, I have completed my magnum opus
Why does it have this line in the middle of it?
because that was a failed dot and I couldn't be bothered removing it.
Lions.
There.
8 hit die. You kidding me? Motherfuckers.
So yeah, I'd have to sit and hold Alt to make those, and yeah, you just hear
I'll be
weird
right back.
noises.
Baka.
Always one-upping me, Will.
Hmm. I'm not one-upping anything.
Why aren't the antlions down
But
there?
okay,
as, like,
that's enough pellets for
like-
the.
the super pellets.
You also learn Goblin Punch, as you'd expect, as a first level Blue Mage spell. Launch a Wind Blast, +3 range touch attack, single target within 30 feet, takes, fart worth of damage, and must make a reflex save or fall prone, which is by far the more useful part of that if the reflex save wasn't a 12.
And back.
I'd be better off just casting arrow 1, to be perfectly honest.
You would be better doing
Well-
literally anything else with your standard action, but hey, you have Goblin Punch now.
Well,
As
you
a
could do it-
range, as a range thing, that's my first spell that doesn't require a save or do no damage.
So hey, that's something.
I mean, it's a level 1 spell. If she got it like a few levels ago, that'd
But-
still be good.
Plus, if you catch somebody off guard while they're flat-footed, I mean, they don't get
Yeah.
their reflex. They don't get their full reflex save. They just get the raw save.
Yeah, Koke goes before they do, yeah.
Yeah. Makoke now has the ability to blind people and to bury a single target in sand.
hmm
Shrug.
I debuff.
Yeah, neither of those. Yeah, neither of those do like any damage. In fact, neither of them do any damage. Period. They don't.
That's what the axe is for.
Yeah,
So a CC mage.
it's really, I guess, because the ants did so much damage anyway. I bet that's kind of the point.
Mhm.
They're 2d8 +7 plus grab.
It's alright. When she can morph into stuff, then the damage will start coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I'd be able to do antlion grabs and stuff.
At a
Yeah.
+16
And I can-
grapple.
And as I did before, I can grow extra natural attacks, and they don't get. Then I'll be able to just like maul something to death.
Yeah. It's a really good class.
Yeah, yes.
I'm just-
I just need the fucking levels because I need my blue mage level to equal their hit die, not their CR, which is stupid, in my honest opinion. Because
Those
I
ant
can't
lions
transform.
That's kind of the
are
way the
8d8. Yeah.
There we
Yeah,
go.
they're D8s, even though they're lower CR.
Even though they're CR5, you still need to be level 8
Yeah.
to turn into them.
Yeah, which is kind of shitty.
A little bit.
I mean, that's kind of how the polymorphing used to work in the original game. Was you needed your hit die to equal the creature's hit die.
I can see why that would be the case, though. Just because, you'd end
And
up
it's also
becoming
the
more
fact-
durable than you are.
And you get a lot more abilities. Not to mention those polymorphs last a long time, so you could spend several rounds as this like monstrous thing. Koke could get like a full minute of antlion wreck. So,
Right now, I have 12 rounds a day.
A day, okay, but still.
A day. And I get exhausted at the end of it.
Yeah.
True, but I mean, you have a lot of options between your spells, your transformations, your fucking axe right now. Bye, Itchy.
Yeah.
Additional 2
I am-
rounds per day.
I am just floored how powerful Bard is.
Just
Like,
in raw
Jesus.
damage output, not what you'd expect from normal Pathfinder.
Oh,
Well,
the guy
Monty,
decided.
that was due to like increase like beating performance by that much. So
Yeah.
I know, it's just because your performance is so good and the way the abilities scale, like, you're never gonna not be significant in the fight.
By the level I can turn into an antlion, I'd have 20 rounds.
You'd have 20
Yeah.
what?
20 rounds a day of morph.
That's
Yeah.
pretty nice.
Not to
Keep
mention
in
all
mind-
your.
a lot of Bard abilities are based on hearing. So
Yeah.
if anything can negate that as well, sort of useless. But
Yeah, if they're just deaf, then
If it's- Yeah, you're screwed if you go up against a giant eyeball that cannot do anything but see and roll over us.
Yeah.
And shoot lasers out of its pupil.
Can we please not fight holders?
I appreciate the clones.
You're cutting so bad, hon. What was that?
He appreciates the clones.
Oh.
He made a
Look
ghost that
south.
made a bunch of copies.
Oh. I'm not even looking at the screen. Okay.
Just look down south.
I see it.
Alright.
I will be right back.
But for now, combat's terminated. Antlions and goblins are handedly handled. New spells are got, and a tent is repaired. And as Tyro, you finish kind of just patching up the little footholes that it made, and Eleanor is propping all the sticks back up and pinning it back down. You can start getting drops of rain on everybody. Just pick, 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 and then faster and more, and then it comes in a wave. It's one of those things where you feel a couple of drips, and you look out kind of into the tree line, and you see in a wave coming towards you, the trees are just shaking violently, and it just hits the camp.
Yeah.
I'm closing the tent.
And
I'm closing
Echo,
my tent.
Yeah.
Echo
Is the tent even
stuffs.
repaired?
It-
Did
it's-
Tyro manage to
It is well
fix
enough.
the big
and,
tent?
Yeah, no, Tyros has patched up the footholds, and
I would
Eleanor has
like-
propped it back up.
I would like to forever
I'm in this tent down here.
refer to this tent as the big top.
Oh my god, that's so mean.
I feel like you just cut out.
We would like to refer to the pavilion tent as the big top, as in a circus tent, purchased and
Yeah,
repaired by our circus man.
But sadly, our circus man is currently not in voice due to shit
Yeah.
internet issues.
Mhm.
I once it starts raining, I'll finish eating and happy, fed,
Mhm.
killed stuff, learned new spells. I'm gonna go and just find a place to sleep in the tent.
I'm in this tent
Yeah.
over here.
You as you pop open the flap of the tent you're standing next to, you are met by a wall of yellow, as the entire interior volume of the tent is filled with a poofy chocobo.
Damn it, Echo!
Though
Scoot
they're-
over.
yeah.
I scooch.
You managed to work out a little gap between chocobo and side of tent. Half of you is very warm. The other half of you is kind of cool.
I'm fine with this. I just want to sleep.
As the rest of the party sees Koke be
Pat the chocobo.
be absorbed by this ball of chocobo as she plunges into the tent.
Don't come crying to me when you're cold because of the storm. Nestles down and burned.
Didn't you hate the bird?
But it is now warm, I guess.
All right, so what are we doing for watch?
They're warming up to each other, quite literally.
I just had the most recent watch. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, who's taking the last watch? Koke and Echo are forced in together in the little medium tent. there's still the pavilion tent over here that I don't know how many mediums it can accommodate, but under the circumstances, I imagine you could all pack in there.
Yes.
I'm thinking like, unless we're about to get attacked by water elementals, we're fine. Like,
I'm gonna give him a call. One moment.
Like, surely who's going to come in the middle of, like, the torrential downpour?
yeah, no.
Um,
Who's gonna be the Katrina Avenger that's like going around in the woods looking for camps to pillage? Like,
And,
Hey,
and
I'm
as
gonna go
I...
ahead.
You're gonna use the bathroom real quick?
Okay. Let's see if we can get through this
Okay.
without DCing again.
If you do see again, I'm just gonna give you a call. Does that work?
Yeah, that's fine.
And you guys are sure nobody's taken the last watch?
I'm going to.
As I lift my D100 questioningly.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna try to sweetly convince Zezin to do it.
Alright.
You can see to it.
As it is his nightly duty to protect Prince Iota, he happily stands out in the rain in fucking full plate armor.
Wait, what type of armor is he wearing?
Actually, I'll double check that. What are you wearing, Zezin?
Hopefully not iron.
That's what I'm checking. I don't even
rust
know
now.
what type. Just is
He's
what
gonna
he
have the
wearing
same
look like
problem.
iron?
Yeah, no, he's in breastplate, big old metal breastplate. Not quite full plate,
Okay.
but
It could be steel.
I don't know.
Well, considering we just saw an ant line get roasted by like lightning through like water one, I have a feeling that all of us who know some common sense say maybe he shouldn't be standing out there wearing metal in a storm.
like you guys just told him to. No, Prince
Fine.
Iota is happily going to just bundle himself up
Wait.
inside.
Well, no. If he were in full plate, he'd actually be okay because it's a Faraday cage.
He's fine.
It's
I'm at half health. I want to sleep.
All right.
this fucking bird talking about Faraday cages and shit. Like,
What is he
what are you talking
is
about?
this
You must be
story?
dreaming. I don't know anything about Faraday cages.
I don't even see Echo on the map.
Hey, you've probably
It's
seen
hiding
one
in the
before.
tent.
because
Funny note there. All right, everyone nestling down for sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would. I'm assuming I was able to get the tent repaired.
Yes, and
Okay, good.
Just in
anyone
time.
want to tell him?
Oh Jesus! Yeah, no, you managed to get the tent repaired just as the rain was coming in. You kind of like feverishly like sewed the last hole shut as everyone crawled inside. And Eleanor propped all the structure back up for it.
Cool.
All right.
Let's see how many battles we have in this campaign where Eleanor fights and with just church clothes on.
I've got to look some shit up real quick. So yeah, you all settle down for sleeping.
Yep.
By the way, I just thought of something. Did Ben come with us?
Yes, he should have. Oh God, where is he? Fucking like-
as he suddenly appears as he's getting rained on you, we just hear this distant, there's the so the rain's coming down, and we just hear in the distance shit.
Wait, did who come with us?
Fucking
Ben.
Ben.
We left him behind.
Ben.
Oh,
Poor Ben.
I stopped to take a leak, and you all didn't stop.
But
It's
to be
always-
fair, you missed a giant fight.
As I
It's a
find
good
him.
job. It's a good job too because you would have
There he is.
Oh God, the storm.
just
Hey,
dead ants that have been eaten.
Yeah, like this has to be them.
Oh God.
Just left him behind.
As this tent is
Poor
filled
guy.
to capacity. Alright, you all settle down, rest. You hear the rain just like beating against the tent, like the storm's whipping around. The little stakes are just like straining as you hear like the tension and all the little ropes. And Will rolls his D100, and I'm holding it up to the camera here
Not in the stream.
I don't have the stream open.
in case, for posterity's sake.
I don't have the stream up either, but I'll take your word
And
for it.
as you all are laying there, you hear a
Oh God.
and then a outside.
No. this is how he dies.
Oh, God.
We'll see.
I knew it! If we let them
I am
outside, you
counting
die,
nature
that's
at
a win.
maximum casting level for this because it is the world.
Oh, God.
Ow.
Oh, that's not so
That's
bad.
actually
actually.
He
rather
got
low.
so
might
many
survive.
ones.
He might survive.
He absolutely survives that.
This is,
As
this is
as
the
in-
luckiest manga. in
Is
my-
reduced to actually a still okay amount of health. Could take a couple more hits with that.
Well, I'm actually connected, thank God, for my phone.
I usually-
Okay.
it doesn't just
But
get
my internet's still gonna be crappy, so I'm just gonna keep this on my phone for tonight, and then anything you
Okay.
need me to roll, I'll give you the stats that need to be done.
All right.
Got struck by lightning.
As
That's
you're
what
all
gets struck by lightning.
awoken by this ear-piercing scream, you see the flap of the pavilion tent that you guys are all huddled together in open up in one corner as a man, charred black and in metal armor, crawls on his belly into the tent and closes the flap behind him.
Oh.
I'm laughing in my sleep and I don't know why.
Are any of us awake?
Yeah.
Surely so. After that,
I'm gonna hand him one of my potions because Jesus Christ.
I got him. I got him now.
Okay.
All right.
Chef just rolls over.
All right. I'm going to. I'm the one that told him to stand out there, so I'm gonna heal him.
No.
All right.
So,
So
worse
I-
luck him or freaking Ryuk.
yeah.
Oh,
Never
mind.
manga in general. They're gonna have like
The
a
rest-
negative stat now.
for context, I rolled a 99 on the D100 for him.
Okay. All right. This is all my lay on hands for the rest of the day.
Alright. As you dump his entire difference of health into him, rolling much better than the lightning did. Thank God. God, that could have been really bad.
Yeah. Just like both hands on him, cure light.
I mean, at maximum damage, in fact, even at like 2/3 damage, that lightning could have just killed him right there.
God almighty.
But yeah, no, he's fine again. He's still like charcoaled on the outside. But he thanks you and he curls up around the center post in the tent, as far from the outside as possible.
All right. She's gonna go back to bed.
Yeah.
And everyone resumes sleep.
Yeah.
Do we have time for me to go chuck some food in the oven?
Sure. Here, well, as you all sleep through the storm, we'll take a 4-minute break here if anybody needs to go and do something.
All right.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
and-
I mean, I don't care. You can just autopilot me. Like Chef is a very very simple night.
And I could do with getting a drink or something. 'cause
Yeah,
I
everybody
only had half an
Go
hour.
go grab water real quick. We'll be right back in just a moment.